Welcome to Glynn County Stadium, where tonight the Glynn Academy Red Terrors and the Effingham Rebels will square off in a very pivotal region matchup with all kinds of playoff implications on the line. Jason Bishop along with Jermaine Johnson with the color tonight, me with the play-by-play. Jermaine, a lot on the line in this football game tonight here at Glynn County Stadium.
You have, of course, the standings and implications for the playoffs. But I'm going to even just bring it more to the emotional level. Just, you know, with these young guys, the senior night here, they're playing for pride. So, of course, you want to certainly go out. Potentially your last game here at Glynn County Stadium, want to certainly play well. Just play for the pride of, you know, being at Glynn Academy. But back to football, you're absolutely right. There's so many dominoes to be knocked down here just because of the way that things played out. And I'm just hoping that Glynn does what they need to do to punch their ticket to be in the thick of it all.
So here's what's on the line for the Red Terrors potentially, right? That early season loss to Bradwell has really come back to bite them here at the end, because currently this game, if things go to chalk, this game is for the number 3 seed. The loser of this game more than likely gets the 4. If things go to chalk with Brunswick and Statesboro, the winner gets the number 3 seed. However, if South Effingham, who is up in Statesboro tonight, loses to the Blue Devils, then that means Brunswick High has already clinched. They're in the playoffs. But if South Effingham loses to Statesboro tonight, that would mean that Glynn Academy, they're in. Effingham, they'd be in, as well as Statesboro in as well. So a lot going on up in Statesboro. And then the magnitude of this game, Jermaine, there's still a number 2 seed potentially for Glynn Academy to accomplish. Same thing with Effingham. Effingham next week goes to Womack to play Statesboro. If Effingham can win this game tonight, then go to Statesboro next week and beat Statesboro, Effingham would be your 2 seed, Glynn would be your 3, and Statesboro would be your 4. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm still with
Okay.
you.
However, if Glynn Academy wins this game tonight, and then Effingham goes to Statesboro next week and wins, Brunswick then becomes the 1 seed. Glynn then jumps to the 2 seed, which would mean come playoff time, you would have 2 home first-round playoff games here at Glynn County Stadium. I hope that made sense to y'all.
And I hope that's what happens.
Right.
You know, just being a hometown kid here, I would love to see Glynn Academy take care of business this week. Tonight, that is. Brunswick's off tonight, but then we here in Glynn County, we get 2 more opportunities for free football. Well, it ain't quite free because playoff tickets go up a little bit, but at least we get more football here in the Golden Hours, and we get an opportunity to be able to enjoy this wonderful environment that we have come to just frequent here, throughout this fall. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope Glynn, just being at their practice yesterday and seeing them go through their walkthroughs and things of that nature, I think that they're focused, and I hope tonight that they come out and they'll be able to show that they're ready for this moment.
And you saw there on the toss that Glynn Academy will receive to start the football game, so they will be on offense to begin the game. Let me familiarize you with Effingham and what they do. We'll talk a little bit about Glynn before this game kicks off in the next minute and 10 seconds we got before kickoff. Effingham, coached by John Ford. They're 6-2 on the year. They are 5-1 in the region. Jermaine, they're averaging 36 points per game. They're giving up 25. 2 losses on the season. 42-56 lost to Houston County in the opener, and then of course they got blown out by Brunswick here at Glynn County Stadium. We called that game.
Yeah, we saw, there's potential over there to break the game open, but Brunswick was just rolling that night there. And Brunswick, the best thing that you can do playing against them, which is what Statesboro did last week, is keep their offense off the field. Having said that, Effingham has an opportunity to come in here tonight and make a statement.
Yeah.
Just looking at the type of talent that they have on that side, their skill player-wise, if Glynn Academy is not focused and if they're not careful, this thing here can go a lot differently than they hoped tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And so also Glynn Academy comes in 5-3. They're 4-2 on the region. 33 points per game is what they're averaging scoring. They're giving up 21. There are 3 losses on the road to Richmond Hill, 21-0. Then that loss to Bradwell, 35-28. And then the Brunswick High loss, 41-37 in the one of the better state championship games that I've ever seen, if not the best.
And all 3 of those games, if you look at it, Richmond is a strong team in the toughest region in all of Georgia high school football. The one against Bradwell, we're still trying to figure that out. Yeah. There's some things surrounding that we're trying to figure out what Glynn Academy team showed up that night, especially us calling the game here that night for Brunswick and checking in on the scores there. But then that last one was just a heartbreaker, man. That one there, I know that could have potentially taken the win out of these terrorists here, but they've been resilient. They fought back, and here we are. They're still in the thick of it. They still have a chance.
And so now Effingham is ready to kick off to Glynn Academy, and we are just about set to get underway in this key pivotal region matchup. I tried to outline all those scenarios to you as best I could and tried to make them make as much sense as possible. Sorry if I lost you. And here we go. And the kick is a low line drive. It will bounce at the 10, be picked up at the 1, brought back to the 10, back to the middle of the field, trying to get to the 20. And he will. Chisholm will get past the 20 and is run out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. So Glynn will start right there.
Man, that was a long return. He ran the whole full width of the field, it seems to be. I thought he was going to let it just go in the end zone there, but it's good. They got back out past the 20 here, and I know that, Coach Rocky trusts his offense, so let's see what they come out with this evening.
23 yards vertical, 50 yards horizontal.
Yes.
Ball spotted on the 23.
Ball starts on the 23, and so Glynn will come out in the flex bone as they have all season long. They do come out with 2 receivers. And you see Effingham, they are crowding the lines. Safety is within 10 yards, and there's the snap. They'll go straight up the middle. And a big chunk of yards there for Glynn, close to the 30-yard line. They'll mark it at the 29. Deshaun Howard on the carry.
Yeah, you're going to get a good dose of Howard here on
Rebounds
Creighton.
on the tackle.
That's where they've been living right there in
Gain is
between those
6 out to
tackles.
the
That trap
29,
game has been
second
on
down
it
and
this
4.
year. And this is their first year. And you've seen them mature in this offense throughout the year.
Deshaun Howard leads the team in rushing. He's averaging 99 yards a game.
Time to pay that man with some touchdowns, though.
I hear that. About 5 of them will be good tonight.
Yes.
And a flag comes in from the far
Flag
sideline.
down, far side.
Sideline warning it looks to be. Or is it?
That would be the most likely call. Let's see what the White Hats got to say. Sideline warning.
Yeah. It's early. 2 plays in.
Sideline
Go ahead and get it out of the way, I guess.
Yep.
It'll turn it, still remain 2nd and 4. It's just a warning. No yardage assist. The snap and the handoff will be off the left side. It will be a first down, still fighting for yards. The ball will get out to
Howard
the
again on the
35-yard
carry.
line. Howard on the carry.
Great yards after contact there.
Yardage.
He probably took 4 hits
Gain
at
of
least
6
just then and
out
holding
to the
on to the ball.
35.
That's something that, of
First
course, they
down,
prioritize
Terratown.
when you run as much as they do.
Zach Stubing checks into the game for the Red Terrors. A slow, methodical start for the Red Terrors. That will be the MO for the entirety of the game. They do not get in a hurry. Noonan under center. Snap the ball off, straight up the middle. Nope, he kept it. And he's not going to go anywhere. He's actually going to, they're going to mark him, give him forward progress to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10. Fake the handoff straight up the middle. They had good yardage there if he'd handed it off. Instead, no gain.
Yeah,
Jackson Eubanks
and
on the
again, quite
tackle.
deceptive with that, but Effingham was not fooled by that at all. They read their
No
keys
gain,
well,
2nd down
and were able to
and
make the
10.
stop for no gain.
Sophomore Grant Farrell checks in the game for the Red Terrors now. We roll toward 10 minutes in the football game. Snap, and they run a little counter trap, and the ball will be placed near the 40-yard line at the 39.
Caden
Bring
Robinson,
up
the
about
ball
a 3rd
carrier.
and 6.
You're going to get those yards back there. I
Gain of 4
personally
on the
prefer to
play.
wait a little bit later after you to set up a good bit of this to run that. But you know what? At the end of the day, you need to mix it up a little bit and get some positive yardage there. And here it is. They got fresh legs coming
3rd
in with
down
Creighton
and
at that
6.
A-back position. Let's see what they do here.
Camden used to kill you in the 2000s with
Yes,
that
they
counter
did.
trap.
But they set you up well, too.
Yep, 3rd and 6 for the Red Terrors. They'll go big formation here out of the flex ball and the snap, and Noonan doesn't get it off. He's hitting the backfield, and it'll be a loss. And so the Red Terrors here will be forced to punt. And number 27, Duff Davis, you'll hear his name a lot, for Effingham called.
Well, if you look at that, I don't know, maybe we do a replay watch there. There was some
Brings
the
up
center
4th down.
quarterback exchange there, threw off the time in there.
Yeah, there was confusion on the play.
Yeah, could have potentially got it out there to that B-back that was coming around there, but
Sweeney, the
just
deep
didn't have
man
time.
for the
Yeah,
Just
like-
glad that he actually secured the ball.
Yeah, you could tell Creighton expected to get the ball there.
Mm-hmm.
4th and 8 for the Red Terrors, so they'll punt it away. The snap is good. He'll hold it. Now he'll kick it as a low line drive, and it will bounce straight up in the air, and then bounce again, and Glynn will down it inside the
Glynn
20 to about
downs
the
the punt
18.
inside the 20.
Yeah, this is one of those times where you're wanting to see.
45 yards on
Obviously,
the kick.
I know that they were very confident with having that
Thank you
offense
to
on the
the
field, and
following
Glynn has been
sponsors,
accustomed to
Davis
getting
Love
yards,
Foundation, the RSM
marching down the field, and getting yards
Valley,
and
B2
the
events
points
in
on that first
Seattle.
drive. So let's see what this defense puts out on the field here. And Glynn's been pretty stout against the
Spotted on
run,
18.
and I
First
don't
and
see
10,
that change
Effingham.
too much tonight. But Effingham's like to put it in the air.
And Effingham does have a very talented quarterback in Tyler Perkins. He'll hand the ball off straight up the middle. There's a big gap, and now it's him in the safety, and he will be tackled close to the 40-yard line. So a big chunk play right out of the gate for the Effingham Rebels. Jameer Doe Davis on the
ball
carry.
carrier.
He is their horse.
What they did is they just stretched them
20
out. You had trips
21
down
yard
here.
pickup on the play. First
You had
down at the
a
39.
single wide out in the boundary there, and they just stretched everything out and said, you know what, block your man. And very successful on that first play.
Soft coverage for the Glynn DBs. I thought the ball was going to be snapped. Out comes the flag. Somebody moved. Effingham's pointing at Glynn. Glynn's pointing at Effingham.
Flag down.
Yeah. All three of the D linemen actually got crossed, got across the line of scrimmage there.
Encroachment
And so
on the defense,
right now,
5-yard
you got to
walk
just be
off.
disciplined. I think that first play there kind of opened them up a little bit,
First
seeing,
and
hey, let's
5
wake
from
up a
the
little bit here, but you
44.
can't be too aggressive.
Yeah, Glynn, everybody jumped. They're going to stack receivers to the bottom of your screen, snap the ball straight up the middle, and another big hole. He gets through, and he's going to go to the end zone. He's got to outrun the corner. Can he get there? Yeah, he'll get there. Touchdown, Effingham Rebels.
Doe Davis
Start the game
into
with
the
two
end zone.
huge
Touchdown,
plays.
Effingham.
Jameer Doe Davis on the carry for the touchdown. Effingham strikes first.
And I'm telling you, man, you said he's their bell cow. This dude ran like he had serious beef with this defense already, just what he's seen on film to try to prove them wrong. Because like I said, even early on, it seems to be that Glynn has been stout against the run. But what they've done here, coming out Effingham, they stretched them out wide and just diced them up the middle. And what you cannot do is miss tackles when you have that kind of angle. Because he actually had maybe a 5-yard gain, but he just shook the tackle.
A 60-yard scamper to the end zone. The snap, the left-footed kicker boots it through, and it is good. Statesboro jumps out on, I keep saying
PAT
Statesboro, I
is
apologize.
good.
They look
Effingham
like, as
7,
far as uniform-wise,
Academy 0.
Effingham jumps out 7-0. Let's take another look at the touchdown.
Summit Sports Medicine and Southeast
Sports right there in the
Georgia Health
backfield
System
then.
are the official
Right
health
here.
provider of Glynn County Athletics.
Yeah, and I know that right there, when you have a great agile back, he's going to make that person move. When, like, Chisholm, all of his momentum was going to the Effingham sideline there. That's a tough tackle to make. And there was nobody behind him. And outside of Chisholm, you don't have many people that's going to run him down.
Celebrating their 40th class reunion this
Early score
weekend.
from over
Please
Waycross.
welcome
Warner Robbins
the
has
Glynn Academy class
scored
of
on their opening
85
possession. They
tonight's
lead
ball
Ware
game.
County 7-0. That would be a shocker. Ware went down to Perry last week and won 21-14. If they win tonight, Ware County will be your 2 seed out of that region. 4A.
Was it last year? It was the year before that they won, right? Or was it last year?
Maybe 2 years ago.
2 years ago. And they just play good ball down here in Memorial Stadium.
Effingham to kick off here to the Red Terrors. It's a high end-over-end kick, and again, they drive him to the left side of the field. He will return it. He's got some room over the 20 to over the 25 to about the
T.Y. Chisholm
27.
on the return for
Chisholm on
Glynn.
the return.
25
Well,
yard
this
on
first
the return.
series on both sides of the ball didn't go the way that Glynn intended for it to go.
Ball will be spotted
Let's see how
on
they
the 28.
respond.
First down,
Yesterday,
Red Terrors.
just listening to Coach Rock talk to his team, it was about just being aggressive and coming out, and certainly from the first whistle to the last whistle, let's show them what kind of toughness we have. Let's see how they bounce back here.
7:54 first quarter. Snap. Handoff up the middle. Fullback dive for the Red Terrors. You'll see a lot of that tonight, and they're going to mark him down. I think
DJ
that's a bad
Creighton on the
spot.
first
Creighton
down
on the carry.
Yeah.
And they're going to put him down at the 33-yard
Gain of
line.
5
But
out
gosh,
to the
I had
33,
him at
brings
the
up second down
35.
and 5.
Yeah. That is at least 2 yards behind him being rolled over. He was over the 35.
Goodness. 2nd and 5 for Glynn. Receiver to the top of your screen. And we'll hand it off again up
There
the
you
middle.
go.
And now he breaks it, still on his feet over the 50. The ball pops out at the end, and I think Effingham recovered. He got over the 50, got the ball
Creighton
popped
on the
out as he
carry,
was going
fumble
down.
on the play.
Effingham has recovered.
All recovered by the Rebels.
Gernard Albright on the
Gernard
fumble
Albright on the
recovery for
recovery.
Effingham. You couldn't have asked for a better start.
Run it back. This was taught. This right here is not accidental. Here it is. Creighton gets out, and watch that intentional punch out. I mean, he couldn't see the ball, but he knew exactly some kind of vicinity to actually swing his arms, and it was spot on. Hit the nose, hit the ball right on the nose of the ball, and it just seemed like everything's not going in Glynn's favor right now.
First turnover of the game goes Effingham's way, and so 7-0 Effingham. Glynn goes 3 and out on their first possession, turns the ball over here on their second, and now Effingham with a short field already up 7-0. Man runs on late for Glynn. Snap, they're going to throw it. Perkins, he's going to take a shot down the field. He's got a man caught. And to the 10, to the 5, and they're going to get him down at the 1-yard line. Holy goodness, Effingham has come out with guns blazing on offense.
is complete to
If
Travis
you go back and look at that, I mean, they may call him down. That's Travis Hunter. And he sort of did what he needed to do. He got behind that defender there. But let's watch this again. You're going to see it looks to be. Gets the ball there. Gets tackled. I'm not so sure if he actually hits the ground. Oh,
That's
the ball goes out. That's a fumble. That's a touchdown.
On the
And then
play.
recovered by Effingham. Should have been a touchdown. You see the officials on the field. They are convening about it. So the call should be, the right call is a fumble, reception, fumble, into the end zone, recovered by Effingham, should be a touchdown. We'll see what the officials do.
I bet you Travis was down there when he realized it was his guy that recovered. Like, hey, man, just give it to me. I need the touchdown. I did all the work to get down here.
They are going to give him the touchdown.
Yeah.
That's the right call.
That
Good
is the
job,
right
guys.
call.
You got it right.
Yes, they did.
So Perkins to Travis Hunter, who, of course, is Travis Hunter's younger brother. Travis Hunter, of course, the talented wide receiver / defensive back for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And his homeboy, Noah Reese, was there to clean up the mess. He jumped on that fumble there. I think he's going to probably be credited with that touchdown.
55 yards. 13-0 Effingham, now pending the extra point. 2 touchdowns in a span of less than a minute for the Rebels, and the kick is up and good. Sails on top of the field house. So Effingham, 14-0. They have come out and stunned this Glynn crowd.
3 plays, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Man, or 3 offensive plays for Effingham. 2
Thank you to the
touchdowns.
following sponsors.
Turnover,
South Bank,
and they converted the
International
points.
Swordsmen's
Everything is
Association,
going.
number
Effingham, and on the
1423.
road, everything is
Stanwell
going the
Aviation,
Rebels' way right
Maritime
now.
Realty, Southern Disposal.
Not the start that the Red Terrors wanted to have, especially with everything on the line. Yeah, a potential first-round home playoff game on the line here in this game. If Glynn loses, that's out the window.
Yeah. Still a lot of time in this game here.
Absolutely. Still in the first quarter, midway through. Jackson Wilholt will come on for Effingham to kick the Glynn.
So it's very, very vital for the Red Terrors here to just trust the process.
Let's see if they run Chisholm all the way to the near sideline again.
I think he's already cheating over that way a little bit.
Left-footed kicker. High end over end. Doesn't run him as far this time, but does bring him to that side of the field outside the hash. He'll get over the 10, to the 20, to the 30, to the 40, and he'll be tackled there. Every time he gets a little closer to breaking it.
Yes, he does, but his players got to be aware of where he is as well too, because had he not had, I think it was probably Lockett kind of impeded his process here. Great field vision. You see he's taking his time there.
Finds his block.
Making guys miss a little bit here.
Yep, you're right. Ran into his own guy, which slowed him down.
Yeah, you got to have eyes in the back of your head when you're on the return team for who's returning the ball.
And this offense, the flex bone, is not really built for huge comebacks, so Glynn can't get too far down here. They'll run a little option, they'll pitch it off, and it'll get over midfield close to a first down, and it will be a first down for Glynn as they get inside of Effingham territory.
Ian Pomachowski on the pitch.
Podachowski will take the pitch, and he was the man on the carry for the Red Terrors.
Yeah, that was good by Max to get that out of his hands. But it was pretty close, to being across the line of scrimmage and being a forward pass. So you got to be careful with that, even though Max is a pretty tough runner himself. Take it.
Noonan stands up. See what they want him to run. Now he'll get back under center. Snap. They'll run a fullback dive with nope. Instead, they kept it around the edge, and it'll get to the 40-yard line. A lot of misdirection in this offense, and that is by design.
Yes, yes it is. And then just as a sophomore quarterback, he knows how to handle the rock very well when he's running this option.
Lockett on the carry for the Red Terrors. 1 yard short of the first down. They got to get to the 41. They're at the 40.
Is that the first time we've seen Lockett as far as at that A-back position? It's been mainly Creighton. And
all season.
Yeah.
Glynn Academy now trying to knock on the door here to get an answering score, keep themselves at least in the game, at least get a little closer. Snap, straight up the middle. Maybe a couple, but that's good enough for a Glynn Academy first down.
Yeah, they lined up with a pretty heavy set there. No split out wide receivers there. And that formation is built for going downhill.
The gain is good for D.R. Horton, first down.
Stubing checks into the football game for
Ball
Glynn
spotted
Academy.
on to 38. First down, Tarrytown.
Tristan Tootle will take a rest. One receiver at the bottom of your screen for Glynn Academy. That is Stubing. Snap. And Noonan's going to keep it. Now he's up the middle, and he will get inside the 20 to the 15 before he gets tackled. Again, a lot of misdirection. You never really know where the ball's going to go. Noonan kept the ball, found a gap, got himself some solid yardage, and now Glynn Academy cooking with Crisco.
Watch this here. Great decision here. If you look at Max's eyes, they're already at the linebacker level there. And I thought that was good for him to keep that ball there, even though he could have potentially rolled it out and do the, run the option there. But, man, he saw an opening, and great judge of that play there.
Exact same formation for Glynn. Receiver bottom of your screen. Noonan this time will hand off up the middle, and not much treading room there. Pickup of about 2, maybe 3.
Creighton on the carry.
Effingham's front 4.
Gain is 3 down to the 11.
Lineman, let's see, I think they actually
go
3 down. I think they run more of a 3-4 or 3-5-3. But they had an answer here for the last couple of series here for Glynn in that middle.
They're trying to run 2 guys off late as Effingham. They do get them off the field. Snap, and they will run the ball straight up the middle again. Another couple of yards inside the 10 now to about the 8. It's going to set up a third and about 3 for Glynn. A first down awaits them at the 5-yard line.
Duff Davis on the tackle.
Duff Davis on the tackle.
Gain of 3 to the 8. Brings up third down.
Sean Howard checks into the football game for Glynn. You got to imagine he'll probably get the football here.
That's very likely, but I think that they trust the ball in Max's hands a little bit down here to make the right decision.
Snap, and they will just push Max Noonan forward. He's close to the first down. They're going to mark him a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1 for Glynn.
But what was kind of odd on that one there, he didn't get a chance. I don't know if it was the center and the quarterback exchange again, but it was more of Deshaun Howard pushing him as opposed to him literally taking a step forward. It seemed like he stumbled the whole way. He never even got any kind of traction going forward.
We roll under 3.5 minutes now. 14-0 Effingham. Glynn they're going to officially call this a 4th and 2. Big time play here early on in the football game for the Red Terrors. Already down 14-0, and Rocky, instead of attempting a field goal here, he's got his offense on the field, needing 2 yards for a first down, but right there with the end zone in front of him and a timeout, the Glynn Academy Red Terrors take it. Rocky wants to talk about it.
I like that timeout there because if Effingham stops him right here, if Effingham actually stops him, here, then you're going to hear people in Springfield yelling to the top of their lungs here. Those who may be watching this broadcast here or watching this live stream.
All right, guys, so our puppy of the week for the love of the game, dog of the week is the stunning Angelina Jolie. She's a 2-year-old mixed breed superstar ready to steal the spotlight and your heart. Angelina is kid-friendly, dog-friendly, walks great on a leash, and even loves river adventures. This leading lady is ready for her forever family and her next big role as your best friend. Angelina is available for adoption at Glynn County Animal Services. Don't miss your chance to adopt this Hollywood heartthrob today.
Hollywood heartthrob tonight.
I know it. Don't tell me. I know it. I'm a professional, brother. Glynn back under center. They got the offense still on the field after the timeout. 4th and 2. The snap. Noonan's going to keep it over the left side. He gets tripped up, and now they're trying to push him forward. And, of course, the Effingham defense trying to push him back. This is going to be real close.
Keeper Max Noonan.
Effingham says they stopped him.
And it looks to be they may have gotten a stop because he's right at the 5, and it looks like he needed to get a little
past it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a first down for the Effingham Rebels. They come up with a deep end stand against the Glynn Academy Red Terror offense. So Glynn comes up with nothing.
They are shooting off cannons in Rebel country right now. I'll tell you that much. Good job by the Rebels here, certainly defending their side of the field. I know Glynn wished they had that one back because they needed to make a statement there.
Just over 3 minutes here in the first quarter has been all Effingham. Other than that Glynn drive, and Glynn gets no points out of it. Now Effingham deep in their own territory, by far their worst starting position of the football game here early on. Perkins claps and Glynn does not bite, so now he looks to the sideline to actually see what they want him to run. They're trying to get Glynn to jump, and Glynn didn't bite. Perkins standing at his 1. He'll hand the ball off to his running back, who finds another hole, dances out of the way of some defenders, and he'll get to the 15-yard line, close to a first down.
Yeah, Effingham's opening that line of scrimmage up for the run right now, man. I mean, I think that it is by design. I said it earlier about spreading them out.
To the line of the game.
Their offensive line is actually playing well.
It is a 10-yard gain to the 15.
Joe Davis
First
off the
down,
carry.
Rebels.
So they are going to call it a first down for Effingham. Effingham's going to stack 2 receivers to the top of your screen. They're going to throw one downfield. Whistles blow, trying to throw it down the sideline. Pass was intended.
Flag down
for Devon Jones. Let's check the flag. Initial indication is it's against Glynn, I think, is what I saw the white hat just do.
Offsides.
Offsides against the Red Terrors.
Encroachment on the defense. A 5-yard mark off puts the ball on the 20.
As if Effingham needs any help right now. I think both
Repeat
penalties
first
have
down,
gone
first
against
and
Glynn
5.
so far in this game here. Glynn has to play focus. And I know that they probably got hit in the mouth a little bit and trying to recover. But this is where you got to trust all that you've installed this week. From the game film, what the coaches tell you.
Travis Hunter goes in motion behind the quarterback. They fake it to him, pitch a little inside shovel.
Nice
and Glynn's
read.
all over it. Great play by the Red Terror defense. Nothing doing with that play. Brandon Hayes blew it up in the backfield, sophomore linebacker.
I love what I've seen out of this kid here this whole year.
Davis.
He's actually been in the backfield. He's probably leading the team for tackles for loss.
From the 18.
He's sniffed that out very well.
They did pick up 3 yards on the play, which I didn't realize even they got that much, but nonetheless, 2nd and 7 for the Effingham Rebel offense. They're going to go 3 receivers to the top of your screen now. The running back comes in motion, and he'll come to the opposite side of the field to the near sideline. The snap, Perkins under pressure. He'll throw, and it's complete to Travis Hunter. He breaks a tackle, still on his feet as he breaks another. Now it's a race down the sideline. He picks up a block, sidesteps a defender, gets over midfield, and another big play for Effingham.
The gain is good for a Rebel first down.
Tackling. You have to tackle well. These guys are slippery. Watch this here. Great hands. That's 1. That's 2. And here it is, man. If it wasn't for him having to cut back in here, he would have had that whole sideline and been still running right now.
It's actually a really good job by Quan Coleman to make him cut inside.
Yes, it was.
Effingham with the ball right at midfield now. They're already up 14-0. They're trying to blow this thing open early. They'll flip the formation this time. The lone receiver's to the top of your screen. Perkins is going to throw. He's under pressure. He'll step up, and now he'll take off. Easy first down to the 35 and out of bounds.
Perkins on the keeper,
and Effingham continues to move the football against this Glynn defense.
I don't even think Effingham thought it was going to be this easy early on. Everything has gone their way. I mean, when great coverage there, as far as on the back half of Glynn, but that field was wide open. And that was, what, a 15-yard gain or so?
They gave it to him at the 33, so, the 33, so 18.
18.
He'll stand the shotgun with 3 receivers, running back right behind him. He's going to fake the handoff, looks to throw. Now he rolls to his right. He will throw it toward the sideline, and it's caught. Travis Hunter, did he make the catch? Yeah, he did. It'll be a first
Pass
down for
complete to
Effingham, and they are just full of first downs right now.
7-yard pickup on the play.
Glynn has no answers right now for the Effingham offense.
And they
Ball
are
now
very
on the
confident
22, first
in their
down,
play right
Effingham.
now. I think, quite frankly, even though it's the first quarter, it's almost as if they're smelling blood, and they're just like, let's go ahead and, all gas, no brakes. Let's put this one out early.
Jermaine, we had the opportunity to call the Effingham-Brunswick game earlier in the year, and this Effingham offense looks completely different than what we saw just a few weeks ago.
Absolutely.
Glynn brings a blitz, and Effingham will hand the ball off straight up the middle into the teeth of the blitz, and they'll pick up a couple. Maybe one. Yeah, they only give him one.
J.R. McKenzie on the carry.
But I think with that, when we caught that game not too long ago, Perkins, I don't know if he was actually dealing with a little bit of an injury then.
He was.
So we didn't probably see this healthy Perkins. But one of the things, if you just watch his handoffs, this kid is what? He is, what grade is he in? Because he seems to be pretty young.
Is a senior.
Oh, he's a senior. But either way, he seems to be where he's actually very confident in just the run game and being able, like his eyes watching it, like he's ready to go ahead and check out or something here if he sees something.
They're going 5 wide. Glynn blitzes. Perkins keeps. They're all over, and he's not going to get anywhere.
No, they snuffed out when they're out.
Perkins
and I think that was a little bit easier to read. When they emptied out, especially down here this far in Glynn's territory,
that's the end.
Why not go ahead and try something different?
Effingham 14, Glynn Academy 0.
So after the first quarter play, it's all Effingham, 14-0. The Rebels are up on top, and fans, it's time to present the Chapel Student of the Week. So here at the 10-yard line tonight with Glynn Academy Assistant Principal Pete Irby, Mid-Cell Marcos Jimenez with a gift from Wake Up Coffee for being the Glynn Academy Student of the Week. Also on the field tonight is Mr. Denton Spencer. Mr. Spencer has been chosen as the Glynn Academy Teacher of the Week. Mr. Spencer teaches American government, and he is also coaching wrestling. The Glynn Academy Teacher of the Week is sponsored by the Crab Trap. Coach Irby will present Mr. Spencer with a gift certificate to the Crab Trap. Congratulations to Mid-Cell for being the Chapel Student of the Week, and Mr. Spencer being the Crab Trap Teacher.
If I was, Coach Rock, I'd go ahead halftime, have Mr. Spencer go in there in the locker room with it. He looked young enough to pass for one of the players, and he seems to be in pretty good shape. So congratulations to them both.
Thank you again to the following sponsors: The Strike Zone, Seaside Electric, Dynamic Landscape, D.R. Horton, Taylor, Odachowski, Smith, and Crossland, White Star Supply, Air Adjusters, J&J Tire, and Live Oak
blow
Fiber,
to the Glynn Academy
Yates Astros,
efforts
the Chapel,
to
Brunswick Family
try to
Dental,
get a secure
Summer Sports
2-seed
Medicine,
here,
Southeast Georgia Health
potentially.
System. Also, Rooter Express, South Coast
Ball's
Bank,
at the
King of Prince Seafood,
24-yard
Civil
line.
Engineering, Servpro, Coastal Greenery, A&B Wealth, Friendly
Ball's
Express,
got to go to
Suncoast,
the
Southern Hardware, Overhead Door, and the Flip Zone.
17. Nope, they're going to stretch the chains out now. 3rd and 12. The ball's got to get to the 13. Yeah, 13-yard line. 4 receivers. Perkins stands in the backfield by himself. Look for Travis Hunter here on some type of hitch or nope, they're going to keep it with Perkins, and he is going to be spun to the ground before he can even get close to the first down marker. Interesting call there on 3rd and 12.
Great tackle by Mr. Hayes there again, because it was nothing but green in front of Perkins. But if you realize they had number 40 in as that up back to bring a little bit more protection on that side there, I thought that they were going to throw it, just bringing in more protection at the up back position there. But they actually ran to his side.
Bring up a 4th and about, we'll call it 7, maybe a long 6. Let's see what Effingham decides to do here. 4th and 6 on the field, and it looks like their offense is still out there. Nope, they're going to kick it. Perkins has gone off the field, and here comes their kicker. He's going to attempt what would amount to a 36-yard field goal. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is, yeah, it's good.
Good.
17-0 Effingham, and they're pressing all the right buttons right now.
Yeah, and their kicker is so far pretty busy. I mean, he's had, a couple of kickoffs, a couple of extra points, and now got another 3 for himself there.
Good start for Will Holt.
Yes, very good start. Yeah, man, everything's just clicking for Effingham right now. They're playing pretty good ball.
17-0, the Rebels up on top of Glynn Academy. We're still early in the second quarter. Some early scores from around the state. Savannah and MCA tied at 8. Ware and Warner Robins tied at 14. Valdosta and Tiff 7 apiece. Berrien 7-0 over Brantley. Statesboro 6-3 over Effingham in the second. Camden trails Colquitt 14-0 over the Hog Pit in Moultrie. Camden's got to win that game just to give themselves a chance to get in the playoffs. They got to win and then have have Colquitt lose to Richmond Hill next week for Camden to even get in.
I don't like the chances for Camden at this point right now.
It's tough to go over with Colquitt.
It's tough. And to get help just to get in. You got to be pretty dominant just to be in third seed in that region there. Play some good football. It matters who your schedule's in all field, in all season, that is. Or early on in the season.
Low kick, it will be fielded at the 10. Brought out to the 20, 25. Pushing close to the 30, but they'll turn him backwards there. And so Glynn will start their drive close to the 30-yard line. Sean Wallace on the return. Richmond Hill, by the way, hanging in with Lowndes. Lowndes 21, Richmond Hill 14. They've hit halftime.
Are they in Richmond or are they in Valdosta?
I believe they're at the Hill.
Okay.
Ball spotted on the 28, first down.
Lowndes is the #1 seed in that region, unbeaten in the region. Unbeaten on the year.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the Red Terrors really need to get some points on the board to try to keep themselves in the football game because Effingham has done everything they've wanted to do on offense, and Noonan will keep it and then pitch it. Now there's a gap, and it's a little running game down the 50 to the 40. Still on his feet. They try to punch it out again, but this time the Red Terrors hold on to the football down near the 20-yard line, and so a big play for the Red Terrors and one that they desperately needed. Zach Stubing on the carry.
A 46-yard gain. It's going to be first
down, look at it.
Terratown.
He takes that pitch there and just runs, man. And he is fully aware that they're going to come for the ball.
Chris Sweeney on the tackle for Effingham. Tried to snatch and rip that ball out of there. Didn't happen. Ball's at the 26, so Glynn now within striking distance. And, of course, Effingham just bunching the line of scrimmage. Safety's 8 yards off. Snap straight up the middle, and it'll be close to the 20-yard line. A gain of about 4 for Howard.
Yeah, they got to get points on this drive here.
They have to.
John Becker on the tackle for
right
Effingham.
now, so far, it looks like it's going well for them. See how they finish it out.
Robbie Gorham checks into the football game
6-yard
along
gain
with Creighton
just
for the Red
outside
Terrors.
the 20, second down and 4.
Effingham up on top here, 17-0. It has not gone well for the Red Terrors in that first quarter. Everything that could have gone Statesboro, I did it again, Effingham's way has.
It's hard to see that red. That would actually, if the red stuck out a little bit more.
Maybe.
Yeah.
2nd and 4. They tried that counter trap, and this time Creighton was nowhere. There was nowhere to go. And I agree with you, Jermaine. That point you made earlier, running the counter trap there. I don't know that you got it set up well enough yet.
Third down.
That play is all about catching the defense leaning. Once they realize they're trying to over-anticipate, overcompensate to make sure that they stop what's been hurting them, then you catch them off guard.
3rd and 4 for Glynn. They've got to get the ball to the 16 for a first. It's currently at the 20. Man in motion, and they will hand it. Nope, Noonan's going to keep it around the edge, and he didn't get there. He's close, but he didn't get there. Got spun around by Duff, who's played a whale of a football game so far defensively.
Yeah, I like Noonan taking it.
Oh, my goodness, what a great spot they gave the Red Terrors. They're going to give him the dang first down, Jermaine.
Man, well,
he was a full, solid yard and a half short. They said he got there. Fair enough. We'll take it.
That is retribution for a spot or two that we've seen in the first quarter that didn't go Glynn's way. So that's good stuff. Fresh set of downs. Let's see how they steward this opportunity.
Effingham shows blitz. They fake the toss. They'll run the counter trap this time, and it is effective, and it'll get inside the 10-yard line. And Caden Robinson on the carry for the Red Terrors on that counter trap.
Albright on the tackle.
Sophomore.
Let's take a look at it here.
There's the fake toss.
Gain of 9 on the play, brings up second down.
I love his pad level, though.
7.
I mean, he was ready for contact, and he took a couple of people, at least one of them on the ride.
Inside the 10. First down is at the 6. They're a yard away from that. They show blitz from the linebacker spot. They bring it. Glynn hands it off anyway, right in the teeth of the blitz. Doesn't matter. They still get the first down.
Straight ahead, picks up another
inside the 5 now.
Down.
Howard on the carry.
4-yard gain.
You would imagine that
on the 3. First and goal, Glynn.
The Effingham's going to certainly try to beef up that middle there. Force Glynn to make a decision on the outside the tackles, that is. But this is where Glynn could have just exert their will and just go ahead and play downhill football here. They only got a few yards to go. Let's get in that end zone.
First and goal from the 3 for the Red Terrors. The snap, Max Noonan straight up
That's
the middle.
what you
They'll
do
push
right
him into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Terrors. They needed a score. They got one. 17-6 now, pinning the extra point. Noonan on the quarterback sneak from the 3.
And they needed that in a very, very bad way. Way to march down the field. Way to respond. Again, a lot of football left in this game here. So if Glynn could just certainly just kind of keep playing until the whistle blows, until the final whistle blows here, get a few stops here. Kind of reminiscent of watching just Georgia against Ole Miss. They got the stops at the right time after looking like Swiss cheese on defense for most of the game. But then this same thing, Glynn has an opportunity to respond on the defensive side.
He gets the extra point, and it's good. So Glynn, 17-7 now. They cut into that 17-point deficit, make it a 10-point deficit. Let's watch the replay as Noonan gets a little push here. Yeah.
And see what I was referring to when they were on the other side there, and he ended up getting the first down. There he was able to at least drop that foot and then start driving forward. That other one, he just got pushed forward. He never even got any chance to get any momentum. And you saw he was able to just not walk in there, but he was still upright when he got across the goal line.
Happy Rocky Hidalgo paces the sidelines, but his team still has work to do. They're still down by 2 scores. 7-16 here left in the first half. And so Glynn finally does respond to Effingham's 17 points to start the football game.
Jernard Albright back deep along with Chris Sweeney.
Albright back to return for Effingham. He stands at the 10. Another returner stands at about the 13. Coyle to kick it away for the Red Terrors. There's a high end-over-end line drive that will sail out of bounds, and that will be a legal procedure against the Red Terrors. And so Statesboro will have decent starting position without having to earn it.
Yeah, you can't. The way they're playing right now, you can't just give them anything. But still an opportunity. That's a long way for I almost say Statesboro myself, for Effingham to march down the field. Let's see how this defense plays here.
The Rebels will take the ball at the 35. It'll be first and 10.
Ball's placed at the 35 after the kickoff penalty is assessed against the Red Terrors. And now, so we'll see, hopefully, we saw the Glynn offense answer. Can the defense get the Effingham offense off the field? So far, 3 drives for Effingham, 17 points. And Glynn jumps off sides. Not a good way to start.
4 penalties. All 4 committed by Glynn Academy. You're not going to win that. You got to win the turnover battle, and you certainly cannot have at least as many penalties as they've actually had here, especially to Effingham's no penalties.
I call that a free 5.
Yes, it is. Actually, they just got a free 40 if you look at it from the kickoff to this point.
Great point. First and 5 now for Effingham. Ball's at the 40-yard line. Perkins is going to fake the throw, and then he'll tuck it and run, and he's going to pick up, well, he breaks out of a tackle, and they'll just push him back further. They'll give him forward holy cow, forward progress all the way to the 42.
Smith Whitehead leads the stop.
I could see him getting there at that mark there. It's just that when they spun out, he started running like towards his sideline there as if he was about to break out of that. That's why I would have looked at, hey, maybe that's not the right spot. Closer to the 40 is actually where he should be. But this is what happens. You give them the confidence to run that play there and run their quarterback when you give them yards and make it a shorter distance to first down.
Man in motion. Perkins fakes it to him. He's going to throw. He's under pressure. He will heave it to the sideline. It's caught by Travis Hunter. He breaks the tackle, still on his feet. He'll duck, dive, and weave at the 50, and they're going to blow the whistle and mark the play dead.
That was a great throw. I got to give it to Mr. Perkins there. And it was right on the money. Take a look at this.
First and 10 Rebels.
He fakes it, gathers himself.
Guy in his face.
Yes, I mean, you know, Travis is working that he's working that route like he should. And he was one tackle away from at least getting another 20 yards out of that.
Ball's at midfield now for the Effingham offense, and Perkins will keep it. He's got a hole off the right side, and he will come close to a first down if he did not get it. He's right at the sticks.
And they are right now just gashing Glynn's defense. This is not, I guess, normally what we've seen from Glynn's defense, or it's a combination of maybe just an off night so far and Effingham being prepared. Their front five is just doing a phenomenal job right now.
We're under 6 minutes now to go before we hit halftime. Effingham in Glynn territory. And you're right, Jermaine, they've done whatever they wanted to do on offense. They will hand the ball off this time. He'll bounce it to the outside and get to the edge, and he's going to pick up about 4 before wrestle to the ground.
And it looks like they're about to get another 15 yards tacked on to this here.
McKenzie on the carry for
Anson
Effingham.
Gallen on the stop. Flag down on the play.
Homer's been busy tonight.
Yes, he has. He likes it that way. Face mask.
Homer's been calling games since I was in high school playing ball out here.
Face mask to call on the Red Terrors.
Well, that was only about 5 years ago, Jermaine.
I don't know what kind of math you got, Jason.
15-yard mark off. Ball now down on the Glynn 24.
M&O.
First and 10, Effingham.
Gutler, Willis Mullins, Rev. They still calling games, man. Good to see them doing it.
Effingham 4 receivers. Perkins drops the throw. Looking. He will throw a wheel route to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown. Effingham responds. McKenzie on the touchdown reception from Perkins.
Right now, Effingham is determined not to lose twice in Glynn County Stadium in 2025. 4 drives, points out of all 4 drives, but 3 touchdowns, 1 field goal. Oh man, I'm telling you, these guys came in with a real good game plan.
Perkins' second passing touchdown of the football game puts the Rebels up 23-7, pending the extra point. It's a high snap. They'll get it down. Kick sails into the Glynn County night, and it is good. 24.
PAT good. Score now, Effingham 24, Glynn 7.
Here, Hayes just lost him out the backfield. And I'm going to tell you, that kid McKenzie, look, he's a good-looking back there. It's hard to keep up with that. That's the same one, and it's funny because he's kind of built like, what's your guy for Alabama? You're back there. The one that caught that wheel route on, I think it was C.J. Allen his sophomore year. That play comes to mind. It's hard for those linebackers to keep up with that wheel route if you have an athletic back coming out of the backfield there.
You almost have to let the wheel route come to you instead of trying to go cut it off and then try to get some help on the backside.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'd rather them catch the ball underneath me. I'm taking a deeper angle. I'm stepping out, taking a deeper angle, and I'm going to give either myself and some of my guys a chance to be able to put hands on you, but you can't get behind me.
So Effingham will kick off yet again for the 4th time here in the first half. It is a low line drive. Bounce at the 20 and then take a huge roll, and it will get out of bounds. And so Glynn Academy's offense will come out to the 35. Now trailing 24-7, 5:07 before we hit the half. Another pressure-packed possession for the Red Terrors. Camden has responded over in Moultrie. They've put up a touchdown, 14-7, Colquitt on top still.
I tell you, this is one of these games. This is a dogfight.
By the way, congratulations to Frederick Academy Knights and Coach Brandon Derrick for yet another region championship that they won last week by beating Pinewood over on St. Simon's.
Coach Derrick's been doing a phenomenal job with that program.
Yes, he has.
Not too far removed from a state championship and been playing winning football, coaching winning football.
Red Terrors, they will hand the ball straight up the middle. Keeps his balance to the 50, and he'll be tackled into Effingham territory. Great job of keeping his balance and not going down there. And so Glynn Academy moves the sticks and gets into Effingham territory. DJ Creighton on the carry.
Ball spotted on the 48.
DJ actually does a great job of keeping his balance. We talk about Howard taking on a lot of licks here, but one of the things I've seen early on, and then we're seeing more, is that he's going to stay on his feet as long as he can.
Snap. Noonan's going to throw, and he's got a wide open receiver, and he overshoots him by 4 yards. There was nobody near him. The closest defender was in the zip code of 31523.
Oh, man, I know that Max Wishy has that back. But listen, I am a glass half full guy.
Yes,
There's a silver lining to anything. If you watch that whole play right there, you know one thing that Effingham is keying on, the run. They are selling out for the run. Maybe this is what, Glynn has to look at here.
Caden Robinson, the intended receiver, 2nd and 10 now. The Red Terrors will hand the ball. Nope, Noonan's going to keep it around the edge, and he will pick up a solid 4, maybe 5. We'll give him 4.
4-yard pickup.
Over the 45
Jackson Eubanks
to the
on
44. 3rd and 6 now for the Red Terror offense.
3rd down, 6
Into the game comes Robbie Gorman. Avante Lockett will take a breather. Robbie Gorham to the bottom of your screen at receiver. Noonan will, nope, he's going to keep it around the right edge, and he's going to get hit, stays on his feet, rolls forward, and that's going to get him the 1st down. That is a great effort. Wow.
It seemed like he had on skates there for a minute.
He got hit backward, and instead of going down where they would have been short, he rolls forward. Let's check the replay. Watch this effort at the end by Noonan. Boom. Nope, I'm going to get it. Great job of staying on his feet, maintaining his balance.
Great awareness of where the sticks are, too.
Yeah. Snap, fake the toss. They'll run the counter trap. It's good for close to a 1st down.
Caden Robinson, the ball carrier.
Caden Robinson, the carry for the Red Terrors. And it will be a Glynn Academy 1st down.
The game was 10.
Yeah, right. Even right now, we've seen it's not been hard for Glynn to move the ball. It's just hard for them to stop Effingham from moving the ball.
27-yard line for Glynn. Red Terrors down 24-7, really needing a score before we hit halftime, stay in the football game. Noonan will keep it, spins out of a tackle, but there are a bunch of white jerseys around him, and he couldn't juke them all.
Quarterback keeper Noonan.
Landon Carter in on the tackle.
Loss of a yard
for
on the
Effingham.
play.
You'll hear his name a lot.
2nd down and 11.
In circles about defensive players being recruited down this way.
That's good. That's one thing Southeast Georgia has. Have a lot of prospects to play ball at a high level or to be developed to play ball at a high level.
2nd and 11. They lost 1 on the play. They'll run the toss this time, trying to find a block to the edge. Didn't get much. Maybe a gain of 2. So it's going to be 3rd and long here for the Red Terrors. 3rd and 9. Ball's got to get inside the 20 all the way. Let's just say the nose of the football's got to touch the 17-yard line for a
ball
1st.
On the 26.
And I know, OC against DC.
3rd down for Glynn.
Play call against play call on both sides of the ball. It's a chess match, but this is where you have to really dig into your pocket of creativity and just be able to see, hey, listen, I don't know. It seemed to be maybe 2nd down was a little bit better for maybe what they're about to do now.
Snap. Noonan's going to throw. Got time, throws to the end zone, and it is diving attempt off his fingertips. Incomplete. Another almost big catch for the Red Terrors.
To bring up 4th down.
It was there. He had a step on him. But Max didn't get a chance to really step into that. Watch this. He's got a little hurried here.
Little traffic there on the other end of this. There were a lot of guys in the area.
Yeah, he threw that off his back foot. That would have been a phenomenal effort if he would have pulled that one in.
And if you're Glynn, you're at a 4th and 9. You almost have to go for this. Probably too far for a field goal.
Let's see.
And too close to punt. Yeah, they're going to go for it. 4th and 9. Offense on the field. Confusion with the Effingham defense. They show blitz. They fake the toss. Noonan's going to roll to his right. Looking. He will throw, and nobody there. A little miscommunication between him and Creighton. Boy, you hate to have miscommunication on 4th down.
There are a couple of things here. Number one, I think that Glynn's kicker had the leg for it. You need the points going into to halftime. Just my opinion, but again, this is above my pay grade. But
not by much.
If you show that replay there, what you would see, the type of runner that Max is, he could have got that 1st down.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think he'd at least gotten close. That's a higher percentage play
than what just happened there. Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Sure. Instead, Effingham again gets Glynn to turn the ball over on downs for the 2nd time. That's the 3rd offensive turnover this game for the Red Terrors.
You don't see that a lot. We haven't witnessed that a lot, calling these games together.
A minute 46. Glynn's got to try not to give up any more. They had Perkins in his grasp. He gets away now. He's looking, and they will run him out of bounds. He didn't get much, but he did pick up a solid. They're going to give him 1 yard.
Perkins on the scramble.
You got to wrap him up there. That right there would have did something, I would think, for the defense here. Let's take a look at it.
Puts him behind the sticks if nothing else. They had him and just couldn't quite put him away. Amari Moore had him in his grasp.
And it puts you in that sack column, at least, being one tally over there. When you can show that we can get to him.
Whistle stopped the play. Let's see what the call is.
Flag down before the snap. False start on the offense.
No, it went into it. I think maybe he did. I do know they blew it dead.
It'll be a 5-yard mark-off.
It was complete on the sideline if it was live.
And the thing is, it's not so much that it's just, just that great. But I'm saying that even whistles blown dead here, the way that they're just playing, man, they're playing very loose.
Ball now spotted on the 22.
Come on, Effingham, that is.
Perkins takes the snap. He'll hand the ball up the middle, breaks a tackle, and almost breaks another. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage.
Flag is down on the
Flag
play.
is down. McKenzie on the carry. Be a false start against Effingham.
Legal formation is the call against the Rebels.
Illegal formation. That's a weird time to throw the flag. Glynn's going to decline the penalty.
Glynn
for an illegal formation, typically you see that the flag thrown early on in the down before the ball is snapped, but not there. Weird. Anyway, so 2nd 19. Glynn declines the play. It'll be a 2nd and 11. Well, now they move the stick. 2nd and 9. A minute 30. And Glynn just wanted to bring up 3rd down. They weren't really concerned about the yardage because there's only a minute 26 on the clock, I guess.
Officials timeout.
And now official timeout.
They got to talk it over.
Figure out the spot of the ball, time on the clock, all the good stuff. Colquitt's extended that lead back to 21-7 over Camden. By the way, with all of the tumultuousness that's gone on over in Jessup this year, the Wayne County Yellow Jackets have a chance tonight with a W to earn a playoff berth. I kid you not. They are playing New Hampstead tonight. And if they beat New Hampstead because of their early upset win over Warner Robins earlier in the year, it would be their 2nd region win. And in that region, 2 wins will get you a 4 seed.
So
if Wayne gets that win, they will already hold the tiebreaker over Warner Robins. So if things go to chalk, Wayne County ends up as your 4 seed with 2 wins on the year, both of which are region wins.
Yeah.
And currently, they are up on New Hampstead 12-7.
If ever there was a pitch to the Palace, at least Palace Gates kind of thing, this is what we're seeing happen, and I'm happy. There are 2 things that I do like. I do like Wayne County Athletics, and I like Sugar and Spice there too. Oh, they took time off the clock. That's what they were doing. Okay.
Okay, so it'll go down to 1:12, 3rd and 9. Effingham has got the ball on the 27-yard line. They've got to get to the 36 for a first down. The snap, Perkins hands the ball off the left side, not much.
Yeah.
Glynn Academy's defense closes in real quick. It'll bring up a 4th down. Great pursuit by the Red Terrors and rally to the football.
McKenzie, the ball carrier.
Yeah, they're going to burn a timeout right there.
Gain of a couple of timeouts.
They got an opportunity. How many
Terrors.
timeouts Glynn has? Kind of far.
It'll be 4th down, Rebels.
Got 1 timeout left here.
1 timeout left.
Good punt return.
Thank you to the following
good play calling. Go in.
14,
24.
And I would agree with you. I think this is a situation down 24-7. By the way, that's the first stop of the game that the Red Terror offense has gotten Effingham to attempt to punt here. And I'm assuming Effingham will punt. But yeah, you're right. Like, this is a situation where I think Glynn's got to try to get points, even if it's a field goal to go into halftime. I don't think you come out if you're Rocky Hidalgo and just say, hey, guys, we're just going to kneel on and get in the half and figure out what we're going to do in the second half, down 24-7.
No. Too late for that right there. I think that there has to be a sense of urgency. The remaining, 25 minutes of this game here, you have to play like the season's on the line. Obviously, when you get into this realm of the year of the schedule here, you have this is all playoff ball right now.
In Middle Georgia, Warner Robins 21, Ware County 14.
Ware County is down 21-14.
Also in Middle Georgia,
I don't know what's going on. I can't figure anything out. Up is down, left is right. We just talked about Warner Robins. They've had a tough year by Warner Robins standards, right?
Wayne County 13,
and so they're on the verge of the possibility of not making the playoffs at all. And then here comes Powerhouse Ware, and we're gonna head to the half up a touchdown.
Maybe they are remembering who they are.
There you go.
Okay,
they're going for it. Wild
yes.
Rebel. They've got 6 receivers. Trips to the far side. Trips to the north side. Even the officials are confused. They come out and call timeout. Effingham calls timeout. Wants to talk it over.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Locke is back there ready to receive a punt. And either the punter forgot to get on the field, but if I'm actually Effingham, I'm looking at it. I got trips up here on my sideline here. Huh? Go ahead, man. I'm looking at it. I got trips on. I'm running the play. I don't even know what the play is. But that's one of the ones that, I ask for forgiveness a little bit later if I'm that up back.
What was peculiar to me is calling the timeout when you had the punt returner standing all the way back at the 40-yard line. Obviously, Glynn's got the punt team on the field. Snap the dang ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At that point, that was a big help to Glynn. Because the people who should have been calling the timeout was Glynn, if anybody.
Yeah. I think Effingham did the Red Terrors a favor right there.
Yeah, they did. This is what I'm looking at. If I'm Glynn, when we get the ball back here, if they do punt the ball, we got to get it inside of the end zone.
MCA and Savannah have hit the half, 22-8. MCA up on top. MCA with a big win over Metter last week. They're probably going to win a 4 seed to get into the playoffs. That's a tough region they play in, by the way. They're a dangerous 4.
And that's single A ball, but you're right, man. I just think about single A ball. All I got is just think about ECI and think about Charlton, and they who could hang with a lot of big boys.
ECI is having a great year this year. Now look, now they've got the punt team on the field. They're going to kick it. We think. Snap is a good one. Glynn comes after it, and they do get it a little bit. They partially block the punt. It'll be returned at the 40, over the 50, and out of bounds. So Rocky Hidalgo brings the house. They do partially block the punt. They'll have great field position at the 45. Boy, I'd love to see that thing kick backward.
Oh, man, that would have been great. And you had the right 2 back there to field that, too.
We have gotten to halftime up in Statesboro. Statesboro 13, South Effingham 3. And watch this. They are, yeah, that is crazy how you even got it out of there at all.
And they got away with one because he got that kickoff. I think that was a clean kick, but he sure enough got helicoptered.
Man. The ball is at the 44. That's where Glynn will start. 50 seconds to go before the half. Noonan's going to throw. He's under pressure, and he's going to be dragged down. You can't take that sack, Max. Can't take it. Got to get rid of the football.
No, but if I got a timeout, I'm actually going to go ahead. They have been keying on the run, except right now they know that Glenn's going to be shooting for the end zone. So you got to at least do a little bit of what you've been doing. You can get a first down, maybe two, and be able, especially the way that Glynn has been running that option, and then you'll be able to be a little bit closer and still save that timeout.
John Baker on the sack for Effingham, and there you see the Effingham head coach pacing the sideline, trying to get to the half up with this 24-7 lead. John Ford, the head coach for the Effingham Rebels.
Yeah, Glynn needs at least a field goal, and certainly going back 7 yards ain't going to help with that. Like I said, there's a lot of football left to play in this game. And unless we see another Glynn Academy team come out of this locker room for the beginning of the third quarter, it looks to be that Effingham is playing well enough right now to continue to create distance, at least on the scoreboard. They're doing it with their play on the field, but create more distance on the scoreboard here to walk away with, what's that, about an hour, 20-minute ride back home with a win?
Glynn Academy comes out 2nd and 17 after the sack. They go back to their side of the field. Noonan's going to throw, looking. He will roll and throw to the sideline. It is incomplete. Threw the ball behind his receiver.
Yeah.
Second down pass is incomplete. Brings up third down.
It's the first time he's been targeted tonight.
Yeah, and Lockett that was a great an out route that he ran, and he was open. That would have put you, across the 30 there. This is where Glynn you don't want to get in this position because right now they are trying to press instead of actually let the game come to them. And yes, there's a sense of urgency, but you got to be who you are. Don't change your identity. You could have ran first and second down here, especially if you got first downs out of it.
3rd and long for the Red Terrors. Noonan again to throw, drops. He will heave one deep. One-on-one coverage up the seam, and not even close.
Brings up
a little short and a little bit up, too much up between the seams. Intended for Chisholm again.
Now, this is one thing that I'm seeing in this first half of ball. Unless I'm mistaken, I think Perkins has completed all of his passes, or at least maybe one incompletion. Glynn has no completions here. And right there, they can help themselves out by just continuing to be who they are. You go into that locker room, especially with getting that kind of field position there, and making something out of it. Come out, man. Of course, these guys are believing in who they really are. But right now, Effingham's going to go in that locker room, and they just waiting to come back out. They want to skip halftime. They want to go ahead and finish it out now.
I was going to say it's a little bit of a dangerous situation because Effingham's still going to have some time on the clock with two timeouts still to burn. But a great punt by the Red Terrors. It gets down to the 2-yard line. So if you're Effingham, you don't risk anything here. You just come out and you get the ball. You get to halftime.
What you do here is you're going up on the center, and you just do a quick little quarterback sneak, and just so you can lean forward and let the good time off the clock roll.
And the Red Terrors cannot stop the clock, even though they have Effingham in a bad spot offensively deep in their own territory. So that's exactly what Jermaine just said is going to happen. They will just let that thing run and get in the locker room up 24-7. They'll come out in a big formation. You got to believe. No, they got 2 receivers. But they will they will have the up backs. Quarterback stands in the shotgun in the end zone. This is weird. You don't think they're going to try and take a shot and move the ball.
Nah.
Timeout on the field.
All right, end up with delay game. I mean, it's just going to go half the distance to the goal line.
Delay penalty on the Rebels.
They go shotgun, but there's an in-between. I forgot what the name of the formation of what they call it, where the shotgun is a little bit, instead of your normal depth, the shotgun that you generally find yourself, so where you're a little bit closer. They don't run on the center all the time, but
and he's going to keep it. He gets around the edge, and they do get some breathing room.
Yeah.
Let's see if they call timeout here. It looks like they're going to let it run and get to the half. Yeah. Whistle stop the play or stop the clock here.
Perkins, he was limping on the field here. Well, not limping, but he was running gingerly. And I know that this is not what they want.
Travis Hunter joining us here tonight for the football game. Of course, his brother Travis Hunter is on the Effingham Rebels, their talented wide receiver. He's already got several catches. I think he's got 3 catches on the night and a couple touchdowns. Or he's got 1 touchdown for sure.
I think history has been made. This is probably the first time we didn't have a Heisman Trophy winner in Glynn County Stadium, some kind of way. Welcome, Travis Hunter. It's the craziest thing. My 12-year-old, she was asking the question, last time when they were here, is Travis Hunter going to be here that night? Mm-hmm. Well, she's at the house tonight. I know she wished that she was here tonight.
They are attending to Perkins down on the 5-yard line. They're still continuing to tend to Perkins. Wayne County and New Hampstead, they have hit the half. Wayne County 13, New Hampstead 7. Over in Valdosta, 28-14. Tift is up on Valdosta. The Valdosta Wildcats, the Tift County Blue Devils. Valdosta expected to win. I'll take that back, flip it. Valdosta is up 28-14. I apologize. Frederica up over St. Andrews 35-8. Bullock Academy up over Pinewood 28-14. And again, I told you 13-3. Statesboro over South Effingham. Colquitt up 28-7 over Camden. 20-0 Berrien up over Brantley. Some scores from the area as Perkins is going to be helped off the field. And he has a noticeable limp coming off.
Yes.
And you did see in the Brunswick game where they ran a 2-quarterback system as Perkins was still recovering from his injury. And the backup quarterback is more of a running type quarterback. They didn't throw it at all with him. They just basically ran the ball every time. So if Perkins can't return, that might be what their offense becomes in the second half, Jermaine.
Oh, so they're just going to run it off and go in half?
Yeah, they're going to run it off and go to the half. The injury on the field is a 10-second runoff, and there it is. Horn sounds, and we will go to halftime. And so the
Glynn Academy 7.
Effingham Rebels 24, the Glynn Academy Red Terrors 7. Off to halftime we go.
Hello, I'm Freddie Sams, the president of International Longshoremen Association. Me and my administration would like to take a moment to recognize our high school athletes for their hard work and dedication. Being a student athlete is about learning discipline, building character, and pushing yourself to the best version of you, both on and off the field. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Keep supporting one another, and never forget that your effort inspires those around you. Thank you for your commitment in making our schools proud. Go Terrors!
At Prime South Bank, we believe everyone deserves the chance to find their prime. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in life, we're proud to support our local student athletes and are honored to sponsor Glynn Academy football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, enjoy the game tonight. And as always, go Terrors.
Good evening, Terror Nation. Welcome to Friday Night Lights Between the Bricks here at Glynn County Stadium. I am Gary Wise, the General Manager of Yates Astro Termite and Pest Control here in Brunswick. To be successful on the football field, you have to have great coaches, coachable players, and a winning game plan. Here at Yates Astro, we use the same principles to be successful every day. We have dedicated leaders, managers, office staff, and the absolute best technicians in the business. Good luck to the Red Terrace tonight, and remember, when the pests grow, call Yates Astro.
Looking for the ultimate sports experience? Come to Cooter Browns, where every seat's the best seat in the house, with 20 TVs covering all your favorite high school, college, and NFL action. Fuel up with our weekend brunch featuring Southern favorites like biscuits and gravy, live music every Tuesday, and don't forget our 4-5-6 Fix happy hour, open 7 days a week and late on Fridays. Cooter Browns, your downtown game day destination.
Hello, I'm Freddie Sams, the president of International Longshoremen Association. Me and my administration would like to take a moment to recognize our high school athletes for their hard work and dedication. Being a student athlete is about learning discipline, building character, and pushing yourself to the best version of you, both on and off the field. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Keep supporting one another, and never forget that your effort inspires those around you. Thank you for your commitment in making our schools proud. Go Terrors!
At Prime South Bank, we believe everyone deserves the chance to find their prime. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in life, we're proud to support our local student athletes and are honored to sponsor Glynn Academy Football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, enjoy the game tonight. And as always, go Terrors.
Good evening, Terror Nation. Welcome to Friday Night Lights Between the Bricks here at Glynn County Stadium. I am Gary Wise, the general manager of Yates Astro Termite and Pest Control here in Brunswick. To be successful on the football field, you have to have great coaches, coachable players, and a winning game plan. Here at Yates Astro, we use the same principles to be successful every day. We have dedicated leaders, managers, office staff, and the absolute best technicians in the business. Good luck to the Red Terrace tonight, and remember, when the pests grow, call Yates Astro.
Looking for the ultimate.
Hello, I'm Freddie Sams, the president of International Longshoremen Association. Me and my administration would like to take a moment to recognize our high school athletes for their hard work and dedication. Being a student athlete is about learning discipline, building character, and pushing yourself to the best version of you, both on and off the field. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Keep supporting one another, and never forget that your effort inspires those around you. Thank you for your commitment in making our schools proud. Go Terrors!
At Prime South Bank, we believe everyone deserves the chance to find their prime. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in life, we're proud to support our local student athletes and are honored to sponsor Glynn Academy Football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, enjoy the game tonight. And as always, go Terrors!
Good evening, Terror Nation. Welcome to Friday Night Lights Between the Bricks here at Glynn County Stadium. I am Gary Wise, the general manager of Yates Astro Termite and Pest Control here in Brunswick. To be successful on the football field, you have to have great coaches, coachable players, and a winning game plan. Here at Yates Astro, we use the same principles to be successful every day. We have dedicated leaders, managers, office staff, and the absolute best technicians in the business. Good luck to the Red Terrors tonight, and remember, when the pests grow, call Yates Astro.
Looking for the ultimate sports experience? Come to Cooter Browns, where every seat's the best seat in the house, with 20 TVs covering all your favorite high school, college, and NFL action. Fuel up with our weekend brunch featuring Southern favorites like biscuits and gravy, live music every Tuesday, and don't forget our 4-5-6 Fix happy hour, open 7 days a week and late on Fridays. Cooter Browns, your downtown game day destination.
Hello, I'm Freddie Sams, the president of International Longshoremen Association. Me and my administration would like to take a moment to recognize our high school athletes for their hard work and dedication. Being a student athlete is about learning discipline, building character, and pushing yourself to the best version of you, both on and off the field. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Keep supporting one another, and never forget that your effort inspires those around you. Thank you for your commitment in making our schools proud. Go Terrors!
At Prime South Bank, we believe everyone deserves the chance to find their prime. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in life, we're proud to support our local student athletes and are honored to sponsor Glynn Academy Football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, enjoy the game tonight. And as always, go Terrors!
Good evening, Terror Nation. Welcome to Friday Night Lights Between the Bricks here at Glynn County Stadium. I am Gary Wise, the general manager of Yates Astro Termite and Pest Control here in Brunswick. To be successful on the football field, you have to have great coaches, coachable players, and a winning game plan. Here at Yates Astro, we use the same principles to be successful every day. We have dedicated leaders, managers, office staff, and the absolute best technicians in the business. Good luck to the Red Terrors tonight, and remember, when the pests grow, call Yates Astro.
Looking for the ultimate sports experience? Come to Cooter Browns, where every seat's the best seat in the house, with 20 TVs covering all your favorite high school, college, and NFL action. Fuel up with our weekend brunch featuring Southern favorites like biscuits and gravy, live music every Tuesday, and don't forget our 4-5-6 Fix happy hour, open 7 days a week and late on Fridays. Cooter Browns, your downtown game day destination.
Back here at Glynn County Stadium, Jason Bishop along with Jermaine Johnson. Halftime as the Effingham Rebels have put on a show here in the first half. They lead Glynn 24-7. Pretty much everything that could have gone right for Effingham went right.
Yes, it did. I mean, and it went left for Glynn Academy very quick. So, I mean, this is just part of the nature of football. You know, sometimes you find yourself in a position where this is not ideal. This is not what you anticipated, especially being your last home game for seniors. This is your last, at least your last for sure showing and playing here at Glynn County Stadium. But this is still another half of football. There's a lot of football left to play. They're going ahead and right the ship for Glynn. They just need some stops, and they need things to go their way.
The Glynn Academy Red Terrors will receive first here in the second half. They lost the toss and won the toss, deferred, and so they will get the ball to begin the second half. I believe that was the way that went. Ware County leads Warner Robins heading into the half 28-27. I didn't see that score. Warner Robins would handle that pretty easily. Another really, really interesting score, Worth County and Jeff Davis. Jeff Davis leads Worth County 7-6. Worth County is ranked in the top 10 of the state. They are undefeated. They are a perennial powerhouse. Jeff Davis has had a really good year. They've only lost one game all year long. That's a region matchup. If Jeff Davis wins that game against Worth, it creates all sorts of crazy, silly tiebreakers. Charlton leads Brooks County 15-10. That game's over at Quitman. That's pretty interesting. Richmond Hill and Lowndes 35-21. Lowndes up over Richmond Hill. Those are some of the more updated scores that have come our way. Oh, I guess we also need to, Frederica 42, St. Andrews 8. They are on a running clock there late in that game.
Yeah, it's, just looking at, we were talking about this earlier for us, Richmond, them on the come up and everything, they are still trying to show that, hey, we belong in this region here. But it won't be long, man. That area is growing. You're seeing the talent level rise there. And you're going to start seeing some, I think, some legitimate leaps when it comes down to the quality of football that they're going to be put out there, and in other sports too.
In that region tonight, if Colquitt beats Camden, Camden's eliminated. If Valdosta beats Tift, they're eliminated. So the 4 playoff teams from that region would be Valdosta, Colquitt, Lowndes, and Richmond Hill would be the 4th playoff team.
They got a chance. You telling me there's a chance?
Tell me there's a chance. Here it's 24-7. Glynn, I was actually mistaken. Glynn will be kicking off to Effingham. So Effingham with a 24-7 lead will get the ball first in the second half. Don't be surprised if Rocky tries an onside kick here. And you see the hands team for Effingham, just in case, they are right there just past the 50. And
exactly
they do, and it is fielded at the 49. That might not have gone to 10. Did it go to 10?
No, but it's cool that they touched it, and they actually, if it would have been Glynn touching it before the 10, I think that it would have been offsides. But,
right. Okay.
Kick recovered by
and that's what you got to do, man. You got to have guys who are going to be assertive. No, they need to be aggressive on that front line for that.
We saw that come back to bite Glynn Academy in the Brunswick game a few weeks back.
Yes, waiting for it to bounce to the second level. No, you got to go get it.
All right, here we go. 24-7, Effingham up on top. Now they've got the ball after the onside kick recover at the 50. Perkins not on the field for the Effingham Rebels. We saw him go out late with a leg injury. The snap, looks to throw. He'll heave one down. They're taking a shot right out the gate, and it is incomplete, intended for Travis Hunter. The new quarterback is Jamison Tootle. He's I apologize, Chris Sweeney. He is a junior for the Effingham Rebels.
And I like that. They made this change here. Apparently Perkins can't go, or at least at this point, man, the game, there's a good enough margin here to go ahead and insert somebody else. But right out the back, they want to show that he's capable and give him the confidence, to throw the ball downfield.
They're going to put him in the backfield all by himself. He's got 4 receivers. Glynn shows blitz from the outside. They do indeed bring it. He'll keep it. This is what he does best. And he finds a hole, and now it's down the sideline, up the seam, and he's going to score a touchdown. And Effingham extends their lead right out of the gate with another big blow.
And that right there is the difference between his running ability and Perkins' running ability.
Right.
If you look at it, Perkins, he had those same kind of lanes there, but this kid here, Sweeney's more of a runner, and he showed you. I mean, I guess I just anticipated being a draw here. They went deep that one time, but this kid here's a runner, so why not go ahead and stretch him out wide and just see what he can do for us running the balls. I'm curious to see how many rushing yards they have this game. But that's not what Glynn allows a whole lot of, is rushing yards, except the Brunswick.
30-7. Pending the extra point here for Effingham, trying to put themselves up 31-7, and man, that lead has grown tremendously very quickly. The snap is up. The kick is a low-line drive, and it is good. So Effingham now 31-7 over the Glynn Academy Red Terrors. And now at this point in the football game for the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, this is a must-respond, must-score possession right here. First possession of the second half. You got to have it.
Yeah, absolutely. But quite frankly, brother,
thank you to the following athletic corporate sponsors: Riches, CI,
and they need to get this offense off the field, not by them scoring and kicking field goals.
The Davis Love Foundation, Beach View Events, International Longshoremen's Association.
That game up in Statesboro between South Effingham and Statesboro. They have gotten to the third quarter, and Effingham has closed the gap. South Effingham has closed the gap. 13-10, Statesboro now up on top.
Let's go Mustangs.
Chisholm and Lockett back deep for Glynn.
So if there is one Effingham team that I'm rooting for tonight, it is South Effingham.
Things will get complicated with an Effingham win here over Glynn for the Red Terrors.
Yes, it will.
And end over end, it'll sail into the end zone, and Glynn will take the ball at the 20. Now you got to go to work. You're down 31-7. They came out You're hoping to get them off the field the first possession of the second half. You couldn't do it. Another explosive play. The Glynn defense has been plagued by explosive plays tonight out of the Effingham offense.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things that they just don't seem to have an answer. They made them punt it one time, if that's correct?
Once, yeah. And this has not been the case where Effingham has done these slow, methodical drives down the field. These have been touchdowns on huge chunk yardage plays.
Just like playing Madden.
Yeah, it is.
It really has been.
Red Terrace back on offense. They will snap the ball. Noonan will keep it. He breaks a tackle. He'll get a block out over the edge of the 30, and they will ride him out near the 40-yard line. It is a first down. They'll spot him out of bounds at the 39.
Noonan on the keeper, knocked out of bounds around the 40.
Glad that it even ended out of bounds there. The clock stops. They need the clock to stop. Slow down a little bit for him here with this margin increasing.
And that's the tough thing about running the flex bone, just being honest. When you get down 31-7, it's not really an offense that's designed to make large comebacks like this.
You're absolutely right. Watching Paul Johnson, who was one of the best to do it, it was always painful to watch whenever there was a big scoring gap between them and they got to the second half or the fourth quarter.
2 receivers in the football game for the Red Terrors. Noonan fakes, and they're going to run a little end around. Chisholm takes the toss. He hurdles a defender. He'll get over the 40. He'll pick up 2 yards. He just literally hurled over Barry Randolph.
Yeah, but that's premature. That right there, again, it's almost like that counter trade there. You got to set them up for it. This is too early. This is the second play right here. They're not, you don't have anything to throw them off guard with. This is the one thing, and I don't like to be critical of play calling or anything, but just watching this here, Glynn is kind of shooting themselves in the foot and putting themselves behind the sticks a little bit too, with not just being who they are. Be who you are.
And you see the Red Terrors backing up. There's a penalty on the play. It's a personal foul against the Red Terrors, so mark that play off the board. And then move them back.
Foul on the Red Terrors, a 15-yarder.
15-yard penalty. Boy, that is not how you want to start this drive.
No, not at all. I wonder, who was it on? Was it on?
I didn't see.
It seemed to be that the flag was down here by where he leaped.
Yes, it was. I saw that. I kind of wondered maybe that they didn't call it on Chisholm.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it's a first and the St. Simons Island Causeway for the Red Terrors. There's the snap. Noonan again to keep on the option to the outside, and he will keep it and be upended for a gain of 3
Quarterback
to the
keeper Max Noonan.
27-yard line, 28-yard line.
Yeah, that's, again, they're looking for something there. I like the ball in Max's hands. I really do. But you got to be creative right here.
Gain of 3 out to the 28. Second down.
Snap. Noonan keeps it. He'll pitch to the outside. He's got the edge, looking for another hole. He'll dance and scamper over the 40-yard line to about the 42. This is going to be actually not too bad. 3rd and manageable for the Red Terrors. 3rd and 8.
Pomachowski on
it's still
the carry.
3rd and long, but it's a lot better than 3rd and
12-yard pickup out to the 40.
Whatever it was when they first started the drive.
For the Red Terrors.
Yeah, that's one of those things there. I wonder, as far as personnel-wise, just being able to take the ball a little bit, get some of your speed guys to certainly be out there so they can take those pitches, and certainly those ones who got wiggle like Lockett, Chisholm. I think you can see an extra yardage coming out of that.
Man, another weird spot. They put the ball back at the 40. He got to the 42. They don't give him the 2 extra yards. Snap, the Red Terrors will hand the ball off. There's Creighton looking for a hole. He goes over the right edge, and he will fall forward right at the first down marker near midfield. Great job by the Terror offense because they're going to get that dang first down.
That's why you got to be yourself. Good things happen when you are just yourself. Your identity. This is who Effingham expected to be at Glynn County Stadium here. Good run. Good, hard, tough running.
We'll roll under 10 minutes. Be honest with you, I know we're early in the second half, but down 31-7, the clock is already an enemy of the Red Terrors, especially when you're a type of ball control offense like this. The snap, Noonan fakes, he's going to throw. Looking, now he's under pressure, runs away, and he's trying to dodge, and he will just dunk it underneath, and it is complete, and it will be close to a first down.
Noonan's pass is complete to Pomachowski.
Pomachowski on the reception for the Red Terrors, and it'll be 2nd and short. Great patience by Noonan just to try and keep the play alive.
Yeah, being able to stay on his feet there. I thought right there, because we didn't see that happen a time or two, that he was down.
The snap. They will keep it, pitch it over the 40. It will be a first down for the Red Terrors, a gain of 1. And that's great that the Red Terrors got the first down. But at this point, 31-7, 9 minutes to go in the third quarter, you got to start getting some chunk plays.
Yeah, you do.
First down, Terrortown.
The ball is at the 39. Glynn with one receiver. You see him once they pan out right there to the top of your screen. The snap. Again, they'll run the option. Noonan will keep it, bust it up in the inside. He'll dance out of the way of a defender. Now he'll get up the seam, and the ball will be advanced inside the 20-yard line. Great run by Noonan.
I know that we're in 2025, but I'm looking forward to seeing that in 2026.
The gain is 20. First and 10.
This kid is going to be, he's had a great year this year, but the command and him getting the command that he has with this offense and him getting a little stronger, there's some great things ahead of Glynn Academy.
Only a sophomore, as
Only a sophomore.
The snap. This time he will run the fullback dive and hand off to the running back straight up the middle. Gain of about 4 for Howard.
Yeah, it's good to keep
5-yard pickup down to the 14.
I know they've
Second
been doing
down
the
and
option a little
5.
bit more. That's your best option to have your bigger chunk plays, but they're going to have to keep that in there because that's been working for them. There you go.
Straight up the middle.
Howard again on the carry.
Again. And that will be a first down for the Red Terrors. So first and goal now from the 9.
Another 5-yard gain down to the 9. First and goal, Glynn.
Jason, I'm with you. Glynn needs this one bad. They do.
Desperately. And then needs to get a turnover or two. The snap. The Red Terrors will hold it. Noonan will run the option. He'll take it up inside and runs right through 2 tacklers into the end zone. Touchdown, Max Noonan. Great play.
Touchdown.
9-yard touchdown scamper from Noonan.
Great decision. Way to hold on to the ball there. He would not be denied getting inside of that end zone.
Now the extra point will come for the Red Terrors. They may even go for 2, being down so much. It looks like the offense is on the field instead of the special teams. The Red Terrors may attempt a 2-point conversion here to cut the lead to 16. They are indeed going to go for 2. The snap. Noonan in trouble. He flips it and not. The ball is on the ground. Effingham dives on it. Not really how you wanted that play to go.
Yeah, the busted play. A-back went the wrong way.
2-point try, no good.
I understand it. Trying to get as many as you can.
Quarter number 3.
Let's take a look at it
31,
again.
Glynn Academy 13.
Here's the touchdown.
Again, he saw that, man, and he just, like I said, he was not going to be stopped getting in there. No need to pitch it. Walk right on in.
The Glynn scoring drive with the richest touchdown uses 4:15 of game clock.
The first one,
the
he
Red
got
Terrors
pushed in the end zone.
80 yards in 10 plays. Fans,
7:25 third quarter,
Stadium at 31-13.
Effingham still firmly in control, but the Terrors do chip away a little bit here.
Thank you to
New Hampstead has taken the lead over Wayne County now, 20-13. If Wayne loses, that's it.
Taylor,
what about
and
MCA?
Crossland.
MCA was up over Savannah a couple scores.
Brunswick Family
Heading to
Dental,
the third.
the Chapel and Yates Astros.
Go
White
Bucks.
Star Supply,
Lowndes has
Adjusters,
extended their lead over
J&J
Richmond
Tire,
Hill,
and
42-28. Frederica has beaten St. Andrews, had them on a running clock, 49-16 the final there. Brantley trails Berrien 26-7. Been a rough go over in Caney Bay this season for 2025. Former Brunswick High Special Teams Coordinator David Shores, the head man over there at Brantley now. And here's the kick. It's another onside kick by the Red Terrors. And once again, Effingham recovers, and they'll have a short field. This time they'll start inside of Glynn Academy territory at the 47.
Rebels on the recovery.
You almost have to do it, don't you, Jermaine?
You almost got to do it, but you know what? The way things are going, I need them to travel the whole distance of the field if possible.
Bullock Academy, for those folks that keep up with the GISA outside of Frederica, Bullock Academy leads Pinewood 35-28. The Battle of I-16 in Belleville. Same quarterback still in for Perkins, who is not in the game, and he will run a little read option, and he'll hand the ball off, and not much there for the running back. A lot of scuffling down there on the field, too.
Yes, it is. That's a great first
McKenzie
down
on
stop
the carry.
For Glynn there. That looks more true to form when it comes down to stuff
James
in the
Kennedy
run,
on the tackle.
in the middle of the field.
Along with Amari Moore.
McKenzie on the carry.
Loss of a yard,
For the
second
Rebels,
down and
loss
11.
of a yard, second and 11. And if you're the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, you're watching that clock tick, 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 tick. Sweeney in the shotgun, all by himself. He's got 5 receivers. There's the snap. It's a loopy snap. He'll bring it down, and now he pulls it and tries to run. Flag comes flying in from the back judge. That's in the realm of holding against Effingham is probably what they'll call that
43-yard
call will
line,
be.
47-yard line.
Great job by Tyshawn Goldwire.
Flag
Get
down.
back there. Oh, actually, so I'm sorry.
Holding the
Wrong
indication
call,
against the
man.
Rebels.
Great job by Zamir Bell getting back there and getting that sack.
It is holding against the Rebels.
I would decline that.
Yep, I would rather take a 1-yard gain on that and get the extra down, the loss of down, rather than give them 5 yards and another first.
Yes. Oh, he actually did make it back to the line of scrimmage. I thought he actually was stopped in the back.
They will
the
take
backfield.
they'll take the
10-yard
penalty.
mark off from the line
It's
of
a
scrimmage.
10-yarder. So yeah, definitely going to take the penalty.
Ball back on the 41.
Ball's placed on the 41-yard line. And again, it's 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So that will turn
Second
this
down,
into
21 for Effingham.
a 2nd and 21. Snap. They'll hand the ball off to the running back over the left side, and he is spun to the ground after a pretty substantial gain.
McKenzie
Still
on
not
the
back to the
carry.
original line of scrimmage. He is down at the 47-yard line. Third and
Smith
long. It's
Whitehead
going to be
on the
about a
tackle.
3rd and 15 for the Rebels.
6-yard pickup
They
on the
need to stop
play. It's
here.
3rd down for the
It's
Rebels.
3rd and 15. What do you think? You think they're going to take to the air?
Yeah. Yeah, because I think if they put up another score, they got to feel pretty good about the chances, and they are going to throw. Sweeney
Contain 'em.
under pressure, looks to throw. He'll heave one down the field, jump ball, and it is tipped incomplete.
Good play on the
No
play.
flags out. A little bit of hand fighting,
pass is
and you see the
incomplete.
receiver there with
It'll
his
bring up
hands
4th
out,
down,
looking like,
Effingham.
why is there not a flag? That was Noah Reese, the
Flag
intended
down
receiver
in the
for
offensive
Effingham.
backfield.
I like that. That's a good no call. It looks to be that there was some hand fighting there. We're going to see what the penalty is here.
And a player down for the Red Terrors. Red Terror down on the field. 31-13, 5:44, 3rd quarter. And there's the penalty. It'll be a personal foul against Effingham. 4th down for the Rebels. 4th and about 15. The pass was incomplete, broken up by the Red Terror defense.
Just what the Terrors needed. They needed the clock to stop,
Yeah,
Personal foul was on the
and they
Rebels.
needed to get the ball in their hands.
the
So
2nd time in the football
Penalty
game
declined
here
by
with
Glynn,
5:44
4th
in
down.
the 3rd that the Red Terror defense has been able to get the Rebel offense off the field.
yes, needed it in a very bad way.
A lot of that self-inflicted penalties there by Effingham.
Yeah. which they did not have any penalties in the first half.
Snap, they'll punt this thing away. Glynn comes after it, he does get it out. A fair catch signaled and taken.
I like it.
So Glynn will start at about the 26-yard line. That was,
Fair
Creighton.
catch made on the 26
fair
by
catch.
Lockett.
26-yard line, 5:44, 31-13. Glynn's
Thank
down.
you to the following athletic
And now,
sponsors,
Jermaine said this
River
earlier,
Express, Southwest
pretty much
Bank,
every possession
Indian
from
Prince
here on
Seafood,
out,
and Robert
you
Civil
got to get
Engineering.
points up on the board.
Got to. I'm looking forward to seeing what Glynn comes out here. Certainly trust the coaching staff here. Let's get these points on the board, fellas.
Man comes on late for Effingham. He's ready to go. They'll snap the ball, and Noonan runs into his own running back. He keeps it, bounces off of him, and then turns it back up the field, and he'll get about 7 yards on what was a weird-looking run.
That's a tough kid. That's why I'm looking forward to a couple of more years in that
Gain
weight
of
room
7
there.
out to the 33.
He'll still be
brings up
running.
second
He's
down
just
and
shaking
3.
people off as a sophomore here.
I'm actually surprised to even see the Red Terrors huddling at this point. Two receivers to the bottom of your screen for Glynn. Max Noonan on the option, he'll pitch it, and they had that pretty well defended. Duff will bring him to the ground, and it will be a loss on the play of 1 for the Red Terrors.
That was just assignment football. Somebody had their eyes on the ball, and somebody had their eyes on the pitch man. Actually, a couple of guys, and then there was another guy that was in between. So yeah, that one there.
No gain on the second down play, brings up third down, 3 yards to go.
Special to get past that defense there.
You asked about the MCA score earlier. They're going to the 4th. MCA 28, Savannah 8.
That's good stuff.
3rd and 3 here for Glynn. Almost a must convert. And they run the counter trap, and there it is for a first down. Jermaine, you said it. They had it set up, had them fall asleep, and then bam, they hit them with it.
Yeah, you just got to give it time, man, and that way you got a guy like that that can actually bust. And I actually like.
The gain is
I like Forrest him getting to take a look at it.
First and 10,
being able to run through some arm tackles there. He runs behind his pads very, very well. Caden Robinson, who's also a sophomore.
This time just one receiver at the top of your screen. They'll run another option, and Max will keep it straight up the middle. Now he'll bounce it out to the outside. Now becomes a foot race to the end zone. Noonan, he's going to outrun the linebacker, and he's going to get in. The Red Terrors score a long run by Max Noonan.
6 touchdown, Glynn.
When you see this replay, watch that footwork.
56-yard keeper.
We're going to wait until after the field goal here. Great decision by him, but if you watch his angles, whenever he turns up and he makes that decision, he commits and he does not think twice about it. That's what I love about his running. Whenever he decides to keep the ball there, you're going to see him commit, and at that point it's like now he's going to do everything that he can to just keep going north and south.
The Red Terrors, pending the extra point, they are going to kick it. It will cut it to a 2-score game. That's crazy, just thinking about where we were just a minute ago.
Yeah.
2 straight touchdowns for the Red Terrors. The kick is up, and it is good. And now all of a sudden, 31-20,
57 to go in the
an
third
11-point
quarter.
lead
Effingham 31,
for Effingham, which a minute ago, it was about 25. It was a 25-point lead.
Yeah, if you looked at that, man, he was able to look. As soon as he kept the ball there, his angle went from going more towards the sideline. He just took it straight upfield. And once Max commits, man, it's just good things that happen for Glynn.
Touchdown, 74 yards in 4 plays.
74-yard drive on 4 plays by the Red Terrors.
Thank you to the following athletic corporate sponsors.
Out of the flex
Express, the Flip
Put a C
Zone,
on that guy's
AMD
chest
overhead
because he
door,
is certainly
Southern
playing like a
Hardware,
captain
Suncoast,
right now. He is
Third
putting the
Pro, and
team
Coastal
on his
Green.
back. And that's a lot of responsibility for an underclassman, but he's handling it like he's a senior.
Up at Womack, yeah, South Effingham, Statesboro had gotten up again by 10. South Effingham once again cuts into the lead. Statesboro 20, South Effingham 17, 8:46 in the 4th, up that way.
Coyle to kick off for the Red Terrors.
I want to see those Mustangs pull this one out tonight.
See if the Red Terrors go for another onside kick here. They do indeed, and it bounces up, and Statesboro will indeed recover. Effingham will indeed recover. 3:54, so another short field for Effingham, but they've had short fields the last 2 times Glynn has onside kicked, and they haven't been able to convert.
Well, they converted the first, but not the second. This is what we need, Glynn, to actually do one more. We need another stand here. And then I guess the question is, do you believe, man, that's Mr. Perkins. Perkins actually on crutches on the other side there, man.
That is bad news. I hate to hear that.
Yeah.
And he, again, he started the year injured.
Yeah.
And so it really affected their offense. And they were, to be honest with you, they are a completely different team with Sweeney at quarterback versus Perkins. Snap,
yes.
They'll run a little.
Running wide. There
toss.
You go.
Yep. And Glynn's all over.
Great job.
Ty Chisholm leads the way for the Red Terrors. They rally to the football. Carry was by McKenzie for Effingham. And to be honest with you, it's not as dangerous of an offense without Perkins in the football game.
You're right. It becomes a little bit more one-dimensional.
Second down, 13.
Obviously, Perkins does a great job for his command-wise, getting the ball downfield and getting it to his playmakers. I'm not saying that that's not necessarily the case with Sweeney, but we just see that as being the strength of Perkins.
Cooper Reese in on the tackle, too, for the Red Terrors.
First time we've called his name, but we used to calling his name a lot.
Yeah, we are. You can see Glynn playing a little bit more energy now, and they're going to heave one down the middle of the field to Hunter, and they go to their big play guy who makes a big play. It is complete just outside the 20.
Yeah, great catch there. Obviously, great ball player, great athlete. Got to play him tight
yards down to the Glynn,
and hope
22.
everything goes right, for you.
Ball's at the 23 now. We're under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Glynn has cut into the lead here, made it somewhat interesting. It's only 31-20 now.
I think Chris Sweeney heard me when I said something about them becoming a little bit more one-dimensional.
Yeah, well, if you're going to throw it to somebody, Hunter's a good candidate.
Absolutely.
Snap, and he's going to keep it straight up the middle, and he's got a little bit of running room, and he will get spun to the ground close to the 15-yard line.
Sweeney on the
about
keeper,
5,
Cooper Reese on the
maybe
tackle.
6.
Yeah, fortunately, they were able to wrap him up because he was running with some authority there. Looked like he could have potentially broke that one there, but they put their hands on him, did not let him go. We'll have to do that the rest of the way. But as you said, Jason, the clock is ticking.
We're about to touch the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Snap, Sweeney looks to throw, and he is hit as he throws, and it is almost.
Yes.
Wow, almost a touchdown, almost intercepted both ways.
That's why you keep fighting until you finish. Fight until the whistle is blown, because Quan Coleman got his hand in there at the end. Let's take another look at that.
When he first lets go of the football, I thought we were going to intercept the pass. And then Hunter made a good play to get in front of the defensive back.
And that wasn't Quan Coleman, I'm sorry. That was Ja'Cory Roman there.
Way
to continue to just play. And this is where you got to be.
Watch the quarterback draw here, and then Glynn jumps off sides. Great googly moogly.
Well,
Grant Farrell couldn't keep himself from jumping into the neutral zone. He'll take a breather, and the Red Terrors will trot out Amari Moore.
5 free yards for the Rebels.
I'm going to tell you what my football mind and my, what I was thinking. I'd rather take them 5 than them get 7 right now, because the way they spread them out, Glynn has not had a lot of success putting their hands on the quarterback whenever he spread, because I saw a quarterback draw all day.
Oh, all day. That's what they were going to run. Everybody in the stadium knew it.
Nobody was at the second level at all. There was not a person in the middle of the field at all.
This time, they'll have 2 up backs. Sweeney in the backfield. He's going to drop. He looks to throw, and now he's under pressure. He's still scrambling. He'll throw it to the end zone, and it is incomplete.
Sweeney's pass
for Hunter,
incomplete.
or at least Hunter was in the area. Don't know if he intended to complete that or not.
Flag on the play, and illegal
flag on the
formation.
play, and that'll be against Effingham. Illegal motion.
Yes. Take those yards.
Back them up.
But that was very good. If you watch and you saw Amari Moore was able to step up. He was able to
Penalty declined by Glynn.
Sweeney contained right there inside of
It'll be second down.
Between the tackles, keep him from going out there, because if he would have went outside of the tackles there and would have got around him, he would have been carrying that ball inside the end zone.
They'll flip the formation this time, bring Hunter across. They're going to toss it to him out of the backfield, and he's looking for a little bit of space on the edge, and there is none. The Red Terrors bring him down after a gain of about 3. He could not get around the edge.
There's another flag right there laying on the far side at the 15-yard line. I wonder if it's going to be
down.
Illegal procedure again.
Yeah.
2 flags down. Let's check the markers.
2 flags, according to legendary PA announcer here at Glynn County Stadium, Kevin Price. They'll decline the illegal motion, and they'll go with the result of the play.
Again, an illegal formation against the Rebels. Again, the penalty declined by
Both of those line judges must have saw the same thing.
Interestingly enough, Chisholm comes in here on defense. They're going to play a nickel package here. 3rd and 10. Ball's on the 10-yard line. They can get a first down, so it's actually about 3rd and 8. They can get a first down if they get to the 2. The snap, and they'll throw a fade to the end zone, and it is incomplete. There is a flag that comes out.
In the end zone, incomplete. Do have a marker.
Coleman.
Yeah, intended for
Down
Baron
in the end
Hayes.
zone. Let's check it.
Might be pass interference, Glynn Terrain.
It is. He never turned his head around. Take a look at it here. You see, sticking with him. Great job. Yeah, that ball got in the air. I think he did it for a slight moment before the ball got anywhere in his vicinity, but you got to be able to locate the ball.
Defensive pass interference. Half the distance penalty. The ball now on the 5. Still 3rd down.
Half the distance to the goal. It is still 3rd down, so they're going to replay it. 3rd and 8. The snap, Sweeney, he will keep it, and he goes up the middle, and he will get into the end zone, takes a shot as he gets in, but that is their bread and butter when he's in the game. They will run that quarterback draw to death up the middle.
Yeah, they have had great success with that play there, and if I'm their play caller, I'm doing it, until somebody stops me.
8-yard scamper for Sweeney. 37-20 now, pending the extra point with 1:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. A lot of scoring in that 3rd quarter. Effingham trying to get up by 18 here.
It's a track meet.
Glynn jumped off sides. That'll be half the distance to the goal. Let's see if that's close enough for Effingham to maybe think about trying for 2. Don't know what the advantage mathematically would be for that, but it's hard not to go for it when you get an offsides call and you get half the distance to the goal. So instead of the 3, you're doing it from the 1.5 yards.
Flag down before the snap. Encroachment on the defense. Penalty declined.
Penalty declined.
I mean, they weren't going to make that much of a difference.
They had no intention of going for 2. The snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. So Effingham extends their lead back out to 38-20, an 18-point game. Technically still a 3-score game if you want to think about it that way. Glynn again now puts themselves right back in a position with 1:03 to go here in the 3rd quarter of needing a score, needing it fast. That's the key play right there, was the pass interference call in the end zone.
That's what kept the drive going for them. You're absolutely right.
You see the Glynn Academy coaches talking to their special teams, and now they'll come out. Chisholm will return. Creighton also back to return with him.
Here's the replay we were looking at there. Great balance, even standing on his feet, even after getting hit as he crossed the goal line.
So So Effingham to kick to Glynn, 38-20. The Rebels win this game. They'll go to Statesboro next week, and they'll have their eyes on a 2 seed. If they beat if Effingham wins tonight, and they go to Statesboro next week and beat the Blue Devils, Effingham is your 2 seed. Ball will roll into the end zone, be a touchback for the Red Terrors.
Kickoff into the end zone for
That's if Effingham holds on here tonight. Still
a
minute 3 to go in the third, and we've got all of the fourth to play, of course, as well.
Yeah, like I said, anything can happen. I mean, we said, if I'm not mistaken, the last time you and I were together, we saw some crazy things happening under 2 minutes. So, if Glynn can keep it a track meet, go ahead and score here, make it a 10-point game, 11-point game, you're still 2 possessions, you're still in it. But you got to stop him.
There's the snap, and they try to run it straight up the middle, and it is pushed backwards.
Creighton gets the call on first down.
Yeah, it's almost like they just caught him.
Gain of 2. John Baker on the tackle, second
Clock
and 8.
rolls to 40 seconds here. Glynn back under center. 2nd and 8. They got 2. Noonan's going to throw. Now he's under pressure, all sorts of pressure. He gets away, drops the ball, and now it's rolling around. Beanbag comes flying for a fumble. Did Effingham get the thing? Effingham says they got it. Noonan just dropped the football as he was trying to escape pressure. And indeed, Effingham has recovered
Fumble on the play, ball recovered by the Rebels.
The 5th turnover of the night for the Glynn Academy Red Terrors. 5 of them.
You know, I was just saying to myself, good call, go with throwing the ball on 2nd down. And then here, I don't know if it's, maybe the ball's a little slippery out there as far as do-wise, because I didn't see Max even slide a little bit there in the 2nd quarter. But that hurts.
1st and goal from the 5 for the Effingham Rebels, and they're looking to drive the stake home right here. 22 seconds ago in the 3rd quarter, they're already up 18. They put another one on the board. It makes it really, really an uphill mountain for the Red Terrors.
Yes, it does. And they put Jannard Albright in the backfield there.
He'll take the snap, come around the edge, and he will score inside the pylon. So they run one play from the 5, and they get in.
But there's another ball.
Okay. Flag down between the hashes.
I think it's going to be a hold against Effingham. Holding. Effingham. Bring it back.
Yeah, I needed that quick because right now what's playing in my mind is that the game that was popular inside of the 1990s and that tagline of Mortal Kombat, that's exactly what it was, and I'm hearing right now they're trying to finish this game here. That was going to be the dagger.
I was thinking, so I was a Mortal Kombat kid, so I was thinking he's either saying finish him or get over here, so it's got to be finish him.
Oh, it was great growing up in the 90s. At least the referee said get over here.
Okay. Ball's pushed back to the 15-yard line. Glynn needs a turnover in the worst way. Sweeney takes the snap, throws to the end zone to Hunter, and overthrows him. I think Hunter, when he sticks his hands up, maybe he's got a chance at that football, but he was a little off kilter there.
Yeah, man, he's gotten a lot of targets tonight.
He has. Well, his brother came to watch him play, so let's throw it to him.
Oh, I mean, honestly, he's balling tonight, man. I mean, I'm looking at his stature and everything there. Walks like his brother. It's crazy because the last time we called this game, it was against Brunswick, and he didn't get this many targets. Matter of fact, I don't even think he had an opportunity to get the ball thrown his way much. But tonight, he's made the most of that opportunity, and he has really hauled in some big catches for Effingham, and has at least one touchdown, I do believe.
Remember, though, they can't get a first down. This is 2nd and goal from the 15, so they got to score. There are no more first downs to have. Sweeney in the backfield by himself. Of course, they call a quarterback draw, and he will break a tackle, and then he could have crawled into the end zone after that. As Jermaine said earlier, there's nobody in the middle of the field.
Nobody in the middle of the field. Don't necessarily see the demeanor. Looking at the demeanor of the defense, I don't even know if they were even ready to defend that. you know, as far as effort-wise.
And for all intents and purposes, that might be the lights being turned out.
It seems to be. I'm looking over here across the way beyond the visitor side, and you can see they already getting the fair, the lights and everything set up for the fair. And it seems like Effingham brought their own show as well, too.
45 to 20. Effingham up on top. 6 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The scoring just would not end in the third. 5 touchdowns scored in the third quarter. And here's the replay. And again, one shot at him. If that guy misses, that's it. There's nobody else to help.
Too easy.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing either.
Yeah. It's too easy. Terra's got to play a little inspired here.
Trail 45 to 26 seconds to go, third quarter. Things have tightened up between Tift and Valdosta, by the way. Valdosta still leads the football game, but it's 34-28. All of a sudden, here comes Tift.
It's a game.
Statesboro has extended their lead over South Effingham. They now lead 27-7. 2 minutes and 29 seconds left in that football game, so it looks like Statesboro is going to eliminate South Effingham for playoff contention.
And they still are in contention for the regional final if they handle business from here on out.
Kickoff to be returned inside the 5, so running room out to the 20. They'll push it close to the 30-yard line, and there's the horn to end the third quarter of what was a track meet. We'll step away. You're watching the Effingham Rebels and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors on the Continental Sports Network.
Get your cell phones ready. If you feel like turning them on, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Freddie Sams, the president of International Longshoremen Association. Me and my administration would like to take a moment to recognize our high school athletes for their hard work and dedication. Being a student athlete is about learning discipline, building character, and pushing yourself to the best version of you, both on and off the field. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Keep supporting one another, and never forget that your effort inspires those around you. Thank you for your commitment in making our schools proud. Go Terrors!
At Prime South Bank, we believe everyone deserves the chance to find their prime. Whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in life, we're proud to support our local student athletes and are honored to sponsor Glynn Academy Football. From all of us at Prime South Bank, enjoy the game tonight. And as always, go Terrors.
Back at Glynn County Stadium, the news is not good. If you're a Glynn Academy Red Terror fan, if you're an Effingham Rebel fan, hey, cloud 9. 45-20, we go in the fourth quarter. Effingham comfortably ahead of the Red Terrors. 25-point advantage. The Red Terrors will on offense will hand the ball off on a fullback dive. Howard fighting for yardage, but there is none to be
Howard
had.
on the carry.
And so he will be no gained. And we roll inside the fourth quarter now.
Yeah, they weren't fooled by that at all. Obviously, now you got to be looking
No
to see
gain,
how we're going
second
to take
down.
this to the air and see what we can go and how we can find some kind of traction here. A couple of quick scores, some stops. It's not impossible.
This will be Glynn's third region loss. Handoff. Nope, they're going to pitch it to the outside. A little bit of running room. He'll get over the 35 to about the 36-yard line. It'll create a 3rd and 4. They got to get to the 40. It'll be Glynn's third
Katie
region
Robinson
loss.
on the carry.
Those losses, of course, now to Effingham, Bradwell, and Brunswick. So with this loss to Effingham, there are still some things up in the air. It will eliminate Glynn from any possibility of a 2 seed. So let's get that out of the way. 3 seeds still within reach. Got to win tomorrow, or next week rather. There's a counter trap straight up the middle, and he breaks a tackle, and then he jukes a defender, still on his feet to the 40, stiff arms him at the 35, just for good measure.
Kaden Robinson, the ball carrier.
Robinson on the carry.
Horton, first
Looks like he's
down.
going to potentially be
Do have a
15
flag
yards
down
tackle.
inside the 35.
Take a look at it here. Good open field move here. And yes, face mask was grabbed and pulled into the ground. Certainly glad that Caden Robinson is okay. Great run.
He made Jataeus Scott tackle him 3 different times.
Yeah.
Face mask to call.
This is what you need to do. You got to stay tough. Got to keep your head in the game here, and just keep playing ball.
30-yard pickup on the play, plus the 15-yard mark-off on the penalty.
Levante Lockett checks into the football
Ball on
game
the
for
Rebel
Red
19, first down in Terratown.
So I was just trying to do the math in my head. Statesboro beats Effingham next week. Glynn owns the win over Statesboro, but they would have 3 regional losses, and Statesboro would have 2. So that would be, Glynn would be a 4 seed. There's the snap. Noonan keeps it. He's going to pick up about 3. Oh, they'll mark him. Oh, they'll give him 4.
And this is probably one where he could have pitched it out there.
Gain of 3 on the keeper.
In this scenario, if you're Glynn Academy,
on the
if you're going to go down to
7.
Effingham tonight and you're not going to make a comeback here, you'd almost rather Statesboro beat South Effingham so that you know for sure that you're going to get into the playoffs, and that has happened. That has gone final. 27-17, Statesboro has beaten South Effingham. Option read for Max, and he'll keep it, and he's hit. Big shot. Couple yards on the game.
They sniffed that out very well. Jannard Albright was on the pitch man. Actually, not so much to even tackle the pitch man. Had he pitched the ball, he could have intercepted the ball running for a touchdown.
3rd down 5.
It'll be 3rd and 5. They've run the option a lot in the second half. First down can be achieved inside the 10. Snap. They'll hand it off. He will get close. Did he get there? They're going to mark him. I think he's going to be a half-yard short, Jermaine. Right at the 10 is where they're going to put the ball down, and I think he's going to be a half. Yep, 4th and half a yard. No kidding. 4th and half a yard.
Go ahead and stack. Put all the beef on the line here, and let's just go forward.
You have to. 8:50 left to go in the ball game. You're down 25. So what?
Yes.
Probably a quarterback sneak. Nope, they give it to Howard, and he got it at first, and then they pushed him backwards, but they will give him forward progress. Effingham is saying he didn't get it, but he did step across the 10-yard line.
Yeah, this is one of those ones where
Howard
you have
on
to
the
make
carry.
sure, if anything, just fall forward.
You got a pretty favorable spot there.
I don't think the ball went that far. You are absolutely right.
First down, Red Terrace. 1st and goal. Howard comes off the field for a breather. Noonan will keep it on the option, and now they're all over.
They're not fooled by that at all now.
Yeah. Jannard Albright on the tackle. There were 3 Effingham Rebels in the backfield.
Carry by Noonan.
2nd and goal from the 9.
No gain, 2nd down.
I wonder what kind of pass plays they have in their arsenal when they're inside the 20. Let's see what we do get here.
Snap, they fake the toss, run the counter trap. He tries to jump over defender, and it did not go his way. He gets upended and then tackled again after he could not get over the defender. Dangerous, dangerous play. Caden Robinson,
the ball carrier.
Yes, you got to.
Counter trap.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, you have to be,
Gain of 3
very
down
careful.
to the 6.
There were a few who can do that, and they had good reason to do it. Like Darnell Washington from Georgia back, a couple of years ago. The guy was so big, everybody was going in his knees. But you got to, challenge folk as far as putting the pass on them. And Max got in there. Yes, he did.
Noonan
he keeps it, goes up the middle, 3rd and 6, and Noonan scores.
For the 4th time.
Yeah, for the 4th. Yeah, you're right. 4 rushing touchdowns. He's got all 4. Glynn's got 4 touchdowns. Noonan's got all 4 of them.
Great night for him overall. I know that at least outside of that fumble there. He's been playing very well. Very dependable ball. Great decisions. We're going to probably see a replay after this here. And they're closing the gap, but just running out of time.
Yeah, there's not enough time. Well, I say that, but crazier things have happened, I guess. 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go in the ball game. 45,
PAT is
27
good.
now the score.
Effingham 45, Glynn 27. Thank you to the
right
following sponsors: Riches, Sea Island, Crown South Bank, Maritime Realty,
You mentioned about him getting stronger. He's pretty strong now.
Divine, H&H
just
Lifestyle,
looked good
Southern
for those
Disposal, Longshoreman, Big Spew Events, and Davis Love Foundation. Carson Classic Nally,
Interesting question that's going to face Effingham moving forward.
And Diversified Fabricators.
Next weekend to Statesboro, and then beyond that, the condition of Perkins.
Yes.
Because they are, and you know, Sweeney's done a good job, but they are a significant
70
dual threat
yards
team.
in 10 plays
With
using
Perkins at
5-10
quarterback, he
game
can
clock.
throw it and run it. I think he makes their offense a little better having him in the football game.
Yeah, I just think, you know, as far as command of the offense, then again, like I said, I have not seen enough film on Sweeney. I can tell that he's a better runner, you know, when it comes down to stand upright. But at the same time, Perkins is very serviceable as well. So makes great decisions, and he's been carrying this team. And, you know, like I said, I certainly hope that he is better. Hope that this is something that he can certainly suit up for pretty soon for him.
Well, the playoff dream seems to have ended as Effingham takes a timeout for the
Timeout
Wayne County
called by
Yellow
the Rebels.
Jackets.
Thank you to the following
Fourth quarter,
sponsors:
New
Live
Hampstead has
Fire,
opened up a lead,
Fiber,
34-13, so that will effectively eliminate Wayne County from playoff contention. Warner Robins
Summit Sports Medicine,
probably be the
Southeast
team
Georgia
that
Health
gets
System.
in.
Taylor,
as a
Otochowski,
4
Smith,
seed.
and Crossland, Dynamic
Depending on what's going
Landscape,
on in Ware
Seaside
County, they
Electric,
were up
and
on
the
Ware
Strike
early.
Zone.
And that is tough because when you, like you said, when you look at it, you see how the team that you beat is going to get invited to the party, but you're not going to get invited to the party.
Yeah, tough go. It's been a tough season for the Wayne County Yellow Jackets.
On the
Been a
RSM
tough
Classic
couple of
scoreboard,
years.
some scores from around the region in the third quarter. Bradwell Institute 21, Lakeside Evans 10.
Bradwell's up 21.
Also in the third quarter, Evans 31, Greenbrier 21.
Colquitt
Final
38-14
score,
up
Statesboro
over
27,
Camden
South
4.
Effingham
Camden's
17.
playoff dreams are coming to an end. Next week they'll be playing Tift in a pride game.
When was the last time Camden was eliminated from playoff contention? It's been
Not that long ago, Jermaine. During the Bob Spire era, onside kick for the Red Terrors, and they do recover it. Now go, take the.
You
Oh,
can't advance it in high school level.
Onside kick recovered by
That's the
Glynn.
bounce they've
Quan
been
Coleman
needing.
with the
That is
recovery.
bounce right there.
well, 45-27, they get the onside kick. Let's see what happens here. During the Bob Spire era, so
Take a look at it as you talk about that there. Looked like there was a little bit more velocity this time on that kick there. And then just great bounce too.
maybe 2020-ish. The
Okay.
last time they didn't make it, so
Okay.
not that long ago.
Not that long. How long was Heron his second stint? How long was that?
3 years.
3 years. I wonder how he's doing right now.
He's not stressed out about football, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Pitch to the outside, and he will get the edge, and he'll pick up about 5 or 6.
Pomachowski on the carry.
Wachowski on the carry.
Albright on the tackle for the Rebels.
Albright on the tackle.
There was a
See, there's a
5-yard
lot going
pickup,
on
second
here.
down and
Sure
5.
is.
It's like, no, I'll take it. Who had it? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit of confusion on the
Yeah,
exchange,
it was.
or lack of exchange. Snap straight up the middle, and they push it backwards.
Yeah.
They got 1, 3rd and 4. I kind of wanted to see him throw it there on second down.
They got to at this point. I mean, you know, if you want to win this game, you got to.
Second down play gains a yard, brings up 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4. Receiver to the bottom of your screen, right outside the hash.
And at the very least, just let Max get outside the tackles a little bit here.
They'll run that option again, and he will pick up the first down. And he'll advance it to about the 36-yard line.
Noonan on the carry.
The clock stops at 5:40.
7-yard gain.
But I'm kind of like you. This ain't the
Good
time
for
to really
DR Horton.
huddle up.
First
Let's get on the
down.
ball.
First and 10, Glynn on the 36.
Let's go.
Clock now begins to roll. 5:35, 5:34. He points in quick. Snap, counter trap. Breaks off the initial hit, which would have been a minimal
Robinson
gain, and
on the
instead
carry.
bounces forward, and he'll get inside
John
the 30.
Baker on the
To
tackle.
the 20. They're going to give him the ball at the 28, so
Gain
it'll
of
be a
8 to
second
the
and 2.
28. Second down and 2.
I love how the line judge there changed his spot after he walked out on the field. That was beautiful. Snap, Noonan to keep it straight up the middle. They wrap him up, jerking backwards, but they're going to give him a first
Noonan
down.
on the carry.
I didn't think he got as far as he did, but
Headed
they're
down
going
on the
didn't
tackle.
Man. Clock stops. Let's go ahead and get the play call
game
while they move
was-
the chains. Let's get on the
A
ball.
little more than 2. It is good for a first down.
Bullock Academy has beaten Pinewood in the Battle of I-16, 42-28. Snap. Noonan again to keep it. He'll take it to the
Great
inside.
job.
Now he's got it lane to the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, Glynn Academy.
Touchdown,
Have a
Terry.
night, Mr. Noonan.
.43 to go in the ball game. 45-33 now, pending the extra point. Snap is low, and he's got to pick it up. Now he's trying to figure out what to do with it. Reverses course, just flips it to the end zone, and oh my goodness, they got the two-point conversion out of nowhere. What a great play by Max Noonan, the holder.
Like I said, man, he's taking over this game, at least on the Glynn Academy side here. And quite frankly, Effingham has not really had an answer for him.
Landon Wilson took the reception to make the conversion good.
I bet he didn't plan on that happening tonight.
It's a 10-point lead, Jermaine.
I'm telling you. We've seen 2 scores in under 2 minutes. Let's see what happens here.
I wonder how many yards rushing Noonan has by himself.
Yeah, I mean, both teams have given up a lot on the ground. I wondered that just for his team rushing allowed. Let's take another look at this here.
There's a 2-point conversion. Had to pick it up off the turf. Now you're in trouble. Yeah, we'll do that. That's a good option.
I wonder if he heard, I know that when I was a holder, if something like that happened, you yell fire. And I wonder if Noonan was able to do that, or did my man just actually just know that, hey, I got to get up, I got to get in this red end zone here some kind of way.
Another onside kick.
Oh!
And Glynn recovers the onside kick at the 50. Levante Lockett on the recovery.
Wow.
Don't change the channel yet.
Yes, a couple of seconds, 2 to 3 seconds, got to get put back on the clock too.
Glynn Academy with the
Effingham
recovery.
Coach Ford out on the 50 talking to the
Ball will be
official
spotted
right at midfield. John
It's
Ford.
first and 10, Glynn.
Take another look at it here.
They're trying to make this interesting.
Let's see here. Great bounce.
He's trying to argue he didn't make the 10 yards and he might have a gripe. Nonetheless, it's Glynn Academy football at the 50. Short field for the Red Terrors. It's a 10-point game, 4:37 to go in the football game. All of a sudden, the Red Terrors are back in it. Noonan keeps it, and he pitches it, and the
He wasn't looking.
pitch man wasn't ready for it. He thought Noonan was going to keep it, and it'll be a loss on the play. Glynn's fortunate to retain possession. You got to be ready for the football to come your way at any time.
Yes, you do.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Loss of 4. The Ware and Warner Robins game is tied 34-34. snap. They'll pitch it. Gets a block on the edge, and he will take it back to the middle of the field, and he'll get it to the 45 into Effingham territory. He'll set up a 3rd and 5.
On the carry.
Yeah.
And now the clock says 3 minutes and change.
Yeah, you got to get on the ball.
Go. You got to. Yep. Way too much time being taken by the Red Terrors to get plays in.
3rd down 5 on the Rebel 45.
My question is, why is Chisholm just getting the field? You need to stretch this defense.
Snap. Noonan's going to throw. And he's under pressure. He eludes. He'll tuck it. And then he is swarmed by white jerseys. And he'll take a sack all the way back at the 49-yard line.
Noonan
trying to make a
down,
play.
Back around midfield.
And that'll bring up a 4th and 9 for Glynn Academy with 3:15 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, like I said, as far as the sense of urgency here, I can tell somebody above us in this press box was real upset with that sack there, just from what I heard. But it's one of these things to where you're looking at it, and I'm looking at personnel who's on the field as far as the play calling sequence here. You've got 2 great opportunities. One you've cashed in on the last onside kick, and this one here, got another gift here. You got to be thinking about what some of the plays that we believe that Effingham is not ready for right now.
MCA has come away a winner tonight, beating Savannah. That's gone final 35-20.
That is good for them. That will put them, you're thinking, one of your lower seeds inside of the
yeah, probably will get them a 4 in that region.
Yeah, so they're going to be on the road.
And again, they're a dangerous 4 seed depending on what their draw is.
You're right.
Snap. Noonan rolls to his right, looks to throw. He will throw, and it is tipped and falls incomplete. Intended from Avante Lockett.
Pass is incomplete.
And that will be another turnover on downs. Glynn's had a lot of those. And that is the 7th turnover tonight for the Red Terrors. Most of them have been turnover on downs, but that's 7 total.
Yeah, so just a combination of things. I know that Glynn would love to be able to put this one behind them very quick as they look at going into playoff play here. But you're going to see Effingham run a few plays here. Don't be surprised if you're seeing Mr. Sweeney keep the ball a few times here and them just keep the ball on the ground.
Glynn does have 2 timeouts. It'll be interesting to see if maybe Hidalgo concedes defeat and just lets the clock run out, or if he does call the timeouts. Glynn's defense looks confused. There's the snap. Sweeney keeps it. And he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, and they'll give him a yard gain, and that's all. Everybody in the stadium and their brother knew Sweeney was getting the ball there.
Mm-hmm.
Play game to yard, timeout Glynn.
Glynn does indeed, Jermaine, take the timeout.
Thank you to the following sponsors: Branch Busters Tree Services, New Beginnings, Mental Health and Wellness.
As you said, they are forced
Gilbert Harrell, Summerford, and Martin.
to make some decisions here.
The Giuliano Law Firm and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
You see there in the huddle, he's just saying, milk the clock, run the ball, don't take any chances, secure the football, don't fumble, all the things that you say.
I think every last one of the things you just said was probably going to be said at least twice before they get back and take another snap.
Ware County has taken the lead over Warner Robins, 41-34. He might be saying it 3 times as long as that huddle's taken. He finally trot out on the field. Ball right at the 50 in the middle of the Glynn County Stadium logo. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Sweeney takes the ball, hands it off. McKenzie gets hit, pushed backwards. He's going to gain about 2.
McKenzie on the carry.
Clock goes under 3 minutes.
Gain of a couple on the play. It'll be
Glynn
third
takes
down.
their final timeout.
Timeout, Red Terrors.
So what's the strategy here?
That is
Get a
Glynn's
stop.
final timeout.
Maybe get good punt return, or at least just come out with some creative airing it out a little bit, and got another onside kick in them in some kind of way. Throwing the ball, ended up in the end zone. I don't know. Very unlikely.
Well,
certainly be a storybook ending.
It absolutely would be. And remember now, with about 6 and change when we were doing the Brunswick-Glynn game, we talked about it. So we got a birthday to share. Vinny Forgian, our own camera guy, happy birthday.
Hey, yo, Vinny. Happy birthday, my man. Vincent. Great to know you, man. Great to call you brother. Oh, good stop. Great stop.
Sweeney on the keeper. Nice open field tackle, Lockett.
And they finally do stop Sweeney on one of those keepers. And so now the clock does roll. Glynn can't stop it. It's fourth down, 4th and 6. They gain a yard. You got to figure that Effingham's just going to milk this clock for as long as they can, then punt the thing away. They might even take the penalty. They might take the delay of game penalty to give them more field to punt to.
Yeah, that's what I. Let's see, how much time we have? About 20.
19 seconds on the play clock.
You know, Glynn's been going after that kick and been close a lot of times. Let's see what happens here.
One of which I don't even know how they got out.
Yeah.
Let's see if Glynn comes after it. They do from the edges, and it gets out of there. Drives Lockett back to the 15, and he breaks a tackle at the 20, brings it up the sideline, and is bounced out of bounds close to the 30.
All
Lockett
right.
on the return.
Well, the Wayne County dream of making the playoffs is officially over. New Hampstead has beaten them 34-13.
Yeah, way to show some fight. That season could have went a whole nother way, but they were showing that, they play for pride there in Wayne County. Certainly I know that they wish to get some things on track for next year.
They gave up 75 last week to Benedictine.
Wow. Man. But Benedictine is tough. I mean, they've been tough year in, year out. A couple of state titles under their belts.
Noonan to throw. It is complete.
Make a move.
To Chisholm.
There you go, Chisholm.
He breaks a
Make
tackle.
a move.
Now he takes it up the field, and he will be tackled out of bounds into Effingham territory. Minute 43. Clock should stop. They'll put him down right at midfield.
Yeah, see, the ball needs to be in those playmakers' hands. Him and Lockett, those guys.
Snap. Noonan rolls the throw. He will dump it off underneath, and it will be complete over the 40-yard line. Close to 35 to about 37. Howard on the completion out of the backfield.
That's right. Get on the ball. It's the kind of
Gain of 13 to the 37. Chains move again. 1st and 10, Glynn.
Lockett lines up at receiver to the bottom of your screen. Keep an eye on him if they're going to throw it. They'll run the option. Noonan pitches it, and he'll just run out of bounds. Not much running room, and they'll stop the clock at a minute 13. Well, should be a minute 13. It stopped at a minute 11. They picked up 5.
Play goes to Pomachowski. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6, a 1st down. Jermaine is at the 27. Noonan under center now. He's going to drop the throw. They blitz. He escapes it initially and then throws incomplete, well under through his intended receiver.
2nd down pass is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Yes.
Absolutely, because he did not make it out of the tackle box. And at least Lockett was somewhere in the vicinity of that ball.
Yeah. That was not one of those passes that you really thought you had a chance that you were trying to complete. It's just don't take the sack.
Absolutely.
3rd and 6 now for the Red Terrors. Lock it again, the receiver to the bottom of the screen. Chisholm to the top of your screen.
Effingham keeps bringing Baker in there with that delayed blitz a little bit.
They'll pitch it. Got some running room over
Get up
30.
the field.
Falls to the ground, a yard short of the first down. 4th and 1.
That looked intentional.
Yeah, what a weird play. Fortunately, they'll hand it off to Howard, and he will get the 1 yard that they need, but man, you burned a lot of clock there.
A lot of clock, not to mention, you keep running on that one there. You can end up in the end zone, and at least you got the first down, and the sticks were moving.
26, 1st and 10, Glynn.
36 seconds to go in the ball game. Glynn trying to end on a positive note here. He'll take a shot to the end zone. Well thrown ball through the hands of Chisholm. Had to hand fight his way through the end zone. No flag. Still probably should have been caught if we're being honest. Good effort.
Intended for Chisholm, second down.
That's a good thrown ball by Noonan.
Yeah. He had a chance at it. Probably wasn't going to be the easiest catch, but he did have a chance at it.
And he got a little redirected there in the end zone as well. Couldn't quite stay on his route to the football. 27 seconds now, 2nd and 10 for Glynn. They run that option keeper again, and it will be a pit to the outside, and he will just run out of bounds. 20 seconds to go. The clock stops there.
On the carry.
Yeah.
7-yard gain to the 19.
7-yard gain will set up a 3rd and 3 for the Red Terrors, a long 3. Snap, and they'll pitch it back around the other side. And this time he picks up a block, and he'll get around the edge, and it will be a touchdown for the Glynn Academy Red Terrors. Cade Robinson, sophomore. Scooted in inside the pylon. A lot of running room on that side.
Yeah, and finally, Max got one of his other guys inside of the end zone there. Being able to capitalize off of that there. Oh man, 12 seconds left.
26-yard run, by the way, by Robinson.
Maybe, just maybe.
You think really?
It's got to be the perfect onside kick, and it's going to have to be the best
good.
Hail Mary
12 seconds to play.
45. 12 seconds to go.
Let's take a look at it here. Great decision to go ahead and move. I thought that was great vision there. Bait that safety inside, and then have it that his zone or his
Glynn scoring
his
drive,
vision, the safety's vision, shielded by the blocking outside there. Great run.
Just so you're aware, Glynn Academy has outscored Statesboro here in the 4th quarter, 21-0.
Wow. We both got a big call.
Yeah. Did I do it again? I did? Okay. Effingham. 12 seconds to go in the football game. 42-45. Effingham up on top. So we will. The Red Terrors will attempt another onside kick, hoping for a miracle here. Effingham recovers. It's over. There's the onside kick, and it is directly at Duff, and he will have it go into his belly and just fall. And 11 seconds to go, the Glynn Academy Red Terrors are out of timeouts, and that will do it. Effingham will get out of here. 45-42 winners. And I want to say Effingham dominated the game, and I do feel like they dominated the game, but I also feel like they're kind of escaping out of here too.
Absolutely. Glynn had his chances of going to take control of this thing here. Like you said, 7 turnovers. 7 turnovers
by the Red Terrors.
Let's see, 5 turnovers on down.
5 on downs.
I mean, Glynn gifted this one to him a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that they had some incredible play calling. especially early on, to where they were just they came in here like a juggernaut of an offense. But I really do believe that you're right. They escaped out of here with one today.
So the Effingham Rebels knock off the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, and it sets up a showdown next week for the Statesboro Blue Devils and these Effingham Rebels. Effingham wins, they win the region championship. Effingham will be a 3 seed. If Effingham wins, they're a 2 seed. Brunswick goes to the 1 seed. Glynn would be still a 4 because they have 3 region losses, and Statesboro would be a 3. What a weird year in the region.
Yeah, it is. The losses, the ones that have created this mess there, these are ones that you would have thought that would have been a little bit more of a slam dunk.
On the road, Halloween night next Friday night against Greenbrier.
Lost to Bradwell earlier in the year has really come back to haunt Glynn here
as the number 4 seed out of the region.
All right, well, that will do it for us.
In November as well.
Statesboro wins the football game. Effingham wins the football game, 45-42.
To your credit, Statesboro won the football game tonight too. All right, so we're good.
You are a silver lining guy. The Rebels set up a big-time showdown next week up at Womack Field with the Statesboro Blue Devils. For Jermaine Johnson, I'm Jason Bishop. You've been watching the Glynn Academy Red Terrors and the Effingham Rebels here at Glynn County Stadium. Signing off, good night.